Yo, 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 skirt bag. What is up, my guy? It's been a minute.
What's going on? We should start playing that song like when we go like a week in between episodes. And I said, yeah, that would be the perfect fucking intro song, dude.
What's going on?
And then just end it right there. Not much, dude. What's going on with you? No intro to the episode at all. Dude, it has been a minute, and I feel like a lot has gone down in our respective lives / like sports world. Like,
dude, so much. I was texting you, last Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it was, and I was like, fuck, dude, we're not going to be able to record like this week, and there's a lot of good shit that's happened. Aaron Nola just gave up back-to-back solo fucking shots. That game's 4-2 now. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Hey, solo shots are not going to kill you, though. You still got a 2-run lead. That's huge.
Solo shots killed the Padres yesterday.
Dude, Schwarber. Oh my god. Did you see what he said about it?
That ball. Somebody, you know how they're doing like those interviews, like in the dugout, like
in the dugout,
hit a home run.
Yeah.
Don't even have time to digest what just happened, and they're like sticking a mic in your mouth.
Yep.
And the announcer's like, or the whatever the fuck the interviewer guy's name is, he's like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, like your swing, like how did that swing feel? He's like, yeah, it felt good.
Dude, I just hit that baseball 485 feet. I don't think it gets any better than that.
I think that's the highest exit velocity a ball's been hit this entire postseason. It felt fucking good.
Oh, dude, I think Schwarber's home run is the highest exit velo all year. It was like 120.
No, I think it's fourth.
It's
fourth?
It's
fourth all year. Yeah, it's 119.7.
Oh, I thought it was like 120, like on the dot 120. I was like, you don't see that often.
Yeah, when they the announcer of the game was like, he fucking smoked that ball. It was 119, 120 mile an hour like exit velocity. So I thought it was 120. And then they said later, like a few minutes later, it was like 119.7. And I was like, oh, so he just said 119, but then rounded up to 120 because give the man credit.
Right. Dude, that was an absolute piss missile.
Dude, up into the second level, 488-foot bomb.
Did you see what he said about it today, though? It was kind of cool.
Nah.
He was like, they were asking, what's it like to hit a home run that has like that type of exit velo, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's your approach? And he was just like, I mean, dude, it's whatever. Like, to me, I'm still one of those guys that just thinks a home run's a home run, whether that be 500 feet or just like a wall scraper. Like, I was just focused on, helping my team out, winning the game. But it always feels good to hit a ball like that. And it's just like, dude, he's a fucking ball player. I love me some Schwarbo.
Me too, dude. And it's funny, he's been in a slump like a little bit, like this playoffs. First of all, when we were playing the Braves, they walked him. Why? He was like not a single hit in like 30 or 31 plate appearances consecutively.
Were they like pitching around him, or did they like intentionally walk him?
Straight up intentionally walked him. Like on one pitch, catcher like stood up out of the box, walked him to get to Reese, and then Reese hit a fucking 3-run shot, I think.
Dude, I mean, I get it because like Schwarber's the type of hitter that can like make you pay on one swing of the bat. Like,
but so can Reese. Dude, I love it, bro. First, I'm going to take you back on a little trip. Bryce Harper's first game as a Philly, opening day, 2-3 years ago. I was working in the city, and I was like, all right, slow day. Nobody from my team was in the office. It was just me. So I was like, I'm going to go down to this bar that I love. Loved. They closed, RIP, Tavern on Broad. It's like a hole-in-the-wall dive bar, Philly sports bar. So I just went in there. Place was empty. I said at the bar, I'm like, I'll sit here and drink Miller Lights all day if you let me get on your Wi-Fi so I can, wiggle my mouse and pretend I'm working.
Right.
So sitting there watching the game, they intentionally walk Bryce to get to Reese. Loads the bases when they walk Bryce. And I'm like, Reese Hoskins is going to hit a fucking grand salami here, and then I'm leaving. Sure enough, second or third pitch, see ya. This ball is gone. And I was like, all right, I guess I got to go home now.
Kenny was out the door before the ball landed. He
no,
saw the swing, was like, all right, yep.
That'll do it. Bartender was like, bro, I can't believe you just fucking called that shit. That was awesome. Like, any shot you want on the house. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I got to drive home still, so I'll just take a shot at J-Mo because I got
that's why they closed down. That's fucking awesome, though, dude. What an experience.
Yeah, that was dope. But I love it, dude. People, like, pitchers and teams just, like, sleep on Reese. And like I get it, like he hasn't had like that clutch factor. He's not like a scary guy, but he still hits bombs, and like if he connects with one, he's gonna fucking rake. And
well, dude,
yeah, they walked Schwarber, who's been in a gnarly slump, to get to Reese, and then Reese went yard and made him pay, and I love it.
Reese is the perfect like sneaky 5 hitter that you can just sneak in to get like behind your number 4 guy to get him some protection, because it's like if you do walk our cleanup hitter, like Reese Hoskins is like he can make you pay, which is perfect, dude.
I think he's batting 3. I think what we've been running with is like Schwarber, JT, Reese, Bryce Harper, Castellanos, Alec Boehm, something like that. And then 7, 8, 9 has been like Brandon Marsh or whoever's out in center, you know, and then Gene Segura usually 8th, and then like Bryson Stott 9. Sometimes like the 7 and the 9 flip flop.
I'm like this postseason and actually like actively seeing the Phillies as much, like way more than I do in the regular season, like just about them in general. Dude, you guys low key have an amazing lineup. Like
we do.
Your 1 through like 6 in the lineup is
really
stacked,
fucking good,
dude.
And then like Gene Segura, again, not like a scary name, but like dude's low key clutch. Like when you need a hit and like late in the game, like Gene Segura is going to get you like a little slapper single, right? And like Bryson started the huge rally against the Braves, and he's our batting 7 or 9. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes like the meat of our lineup, like our 1 through 6 is like, oh, like that's pretty serious. But like 7, 8, 9 get it done as well.
Yeah, dude. And a baseball team that has a lineup where they're 7, 8, 9, they're just their back end of the order can, you know, hold themselves and not collapse, like that makes a baseball team dangerous, dude. Mix that with some good pitching, which you guys have in Wheeler and Nola most of the time, like bullpen's just got to do their job, dude, and that's what you guys have been doing, just winning games.
It's so scary, bro. Like the bullpen terrifies me. They're all
I'm in the same boat.
Dude.
I'm in the same boat, dude. I know.
Jose Alvarado was fucking down in AAA for a month and a half this year before coming back up. And I thought he was going to blow it in the bottom of the 9th yesterday.
Yeah.
We only had a 2-run cushion. We had 2 men on at one point with fucking Josh Bell up to plate. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, I mean, he got the job done, so thank fuck. But Sir Anthony, he threw a fucking lights-out 8th inning yesterday. It was like fucking 7 pitches. He's good when he's on. Both those guys are hitting 100 regularly on their fastball, which is nice. But, I mean, going into the postseason, Zach Eflin was our go-to closer going into the postseason. He was a starter. He was like the 4 or 5 in a rotation all regular season, and now he's coming in for 1 inning. Like it's like I like Zach Eflin, dude. I think he's a fine pitcher. He's like okay at the back of your rotation, but
you guys picked him up like before this year too, right?
No, I feel like he's been with us for a minute.
Who was might have been a bullpen piece you guys picked up like in the off season or like right before the season started. Remember we were talking about him?
Yeah. And I can't remember his name, but now he's nowhere to be fucking found. And it's funny because when we signed him, it was like he was like probably our biggest pitcher signing, and I can't even remember his fucking name now. And I just remember being like looking at his like stats and being like, yeah, he was good like 2 or 3 years ago, but the last 2 seasons he's been like very mediocre, like not great.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I'm just tired of signing like has-beens.
Dude, from a Yankees perspective, that's been our like mantra for 7 years now. It's so annoying. Like it started with like Ichiro and Beltran, and not saying obviously like those guys are Hall of Famers, but like they're not names like at the time that we signed them where it's like gets you excited. You know what I mean? Because you know you're gonna have. And we can both relate to this next one. I'm gonna throw out.
Who? Andrew McCutchen.
Yes. Yeah,
like both the Yankees and the Phillies signed him well past his prime. I thought he was really good as a Philly. He was hitting dingers from the leadoff spot. I mean,
dude, he was a great Yankee too. But that's the thing. Like you sign those guys for like 1 or 2 years, and then it's like you know what I mean. They're not like a stone of your team. They're not like a piece that you know you're gonna be able to be like, oh, we got like Oswaldo Cabrera right now for the Yanks. Dude's gonna be like a stone of our team for the next I don't even know how long. Like he's a super legit prospect, is coming up and is like raking in the playoffs and just like playing like a major leaguer when he's had 60 major league at bats, and it's you already know like this dude's going to be in our team pretty much at no cost until he gets traded because his trade value is dumb high right now. But
right. I don't know. Phillies are stressing me out. I didn't think they were gonna, because I thought they were gonna get bounced early, and I wasn't gonna have to worry about them. And now,
but dude, isn't that awesome though? How you've pretty much gotten a few games away from the World Series, not really having any serious stress because there was no expectation.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So like, dude, the Yankees were expected to just mop the floor with the Guardians, and we were sitting there, Game 5 postponed. Like, dude, that was absolute madness. That whole 24 hours of the postponement and the pitching and who's going to start and how, you know what I mean? Did you hear the story about the Guardians, how they went back to their hotel? And
no.
Dude, so after the game got postponed, the Guardians didn't have a hotel, so they went to book one, or they went back to the one they had, but it was already fully booked, so they couldn't stay there. So they had to find a hotel in the Bronx, next to the stadium to stay in. And it was this whole debacle of them not
having a place to stay.
Right, dude. The rain out just fucked everyone. And now
That's
Yankees.
Tough. Now the Yanks are on back to back for Game 1.
Back to back, dude. We were popping champagne last night, and we're gonna play in an hour and a half. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's baseball, though, dude. Teams, adversity just comes and goes.
You had a lot of off days in the ALC or the ALDS, though. That's the difference.
Well, dude, we had all of those off days, and then we had the off days during the wild cards series,
right? Because you didn't play a wild card,
right? So we went 6 days without playing, and then a bunch of days off in the ALDS, and it's just fucked all of our pitching because guys are getting thrown more than they should, and dude, if we had the bullpen of Mike King and Clay Holmes and Ron Marinaccio of the first half, obviously Mike King got hurt, he's getting Tommy John, so he's not going to be coming back, but.
You
dude,
never know.
I would have never expected our bullpen come October be the scary part of our team, because our bullpen has just always been so good. But I was saying I'm in the same boat, because now it's yesterday we had Nestor go on 3 days rest, and he went 5 innings or 6 innings or something like that, and I was that's insane. To have a pitcher who's already on a pitch count for the entire season pitch in ALDS, the first round of the playoffs, on 3 days rest and still put up 5 innings, shows you the amount of trust our bullpen has, which is not much.
Yeah. Well, our Game 3, either Game 3 or Game 4, the Braves threw out Spencer Strider, that rookie.
Yeah.
Kid's nice. Fastest pitcher ever to 200 strikeouts.
In the history of baseball.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. But he was hurt, so this was his first. He actually got hurt against the Phillies. This was his first game back, and he was on a pitch count, and he was supposed to have a short start, 3 or 4 innings, and I think they tried to stretch him a little bit because he was money. First 2 or 3 innings was they were 1, 2, 3 innings. He was fucking killing it, and then they put him back out there for one more inning, and the Phillies just got lit up on him, and then the bullpen came in, and the Phillies just kept hitting.
Yeah, dude, baseball is a crazy fucking sport like that, man. It's so 50-50 compared to other sports. It's the epitome. It's the sport epitome of on any given day.
Yeah,
it's just that much randomness and weirdness to baseball, where you literally you get guys like Michael Kay and people who commentate, John Sterling, in the booth that have been there for 60 years, and to this day they're still dude, I've never seen that before in the game of baseball.
Right.
I've been covering baseball my entire life. I've never seen that.
Do you think that we have seen the GOAT of baseball in our lifetime?
Ohtani's making a very strong case for that.
I know. That's what I was thinking. So my boy Austin today was he texted in our group chat, super random. He was Benzema just won the Ballon d'Or. He was do you think that we've become numb to GOATs, because we had pretty much in every sport except for maybe hockey and baseball, we've had we've been alive for the GOAT of the sport. You know what I mean? Messi, Ronaldo, LeBron, Brady.
Yeah.
But I was so then I started thinking about it, and I was well, I think about baseball, Mike Trout. A lot of people want to say Mike Trout's the greatest because of his WAR and shit like that, and but then it's wasting away on a bad team. But then Jeter might be the GOAT when it comes to winning and titles and clutch play, right? Because that's kind of why Brady's the GOAT. Brady's not the GOAT because of his like amazing
physical
performances.
ability.
He's
right.
not like, I mean, I don't even. He maybe has like one MVP. Like he's not like an MVP kind of guy. But I mean, he's a stud, and also longevity plays a big part of it because he's got the most passing yards, most touchdowns,
Right.
like everything. But a lot of that is just longevity. He's played longer than anybody else. I mean, at a very high level, there's a reason he's the GOAT. Like I'm not throwing shade, but he's not like the most like dominant player. He just is a winner. And always was, and that's kind of how Jeter was too. But then Jeter too, 3,000 hits, like that's nothing that's like
because of longevity. He played for 20 years. You know what I mean?
But then I thought of Ohtani, right? He's the fucking Babe Ruth of the modern day, which is fucking ridiculous.
Better than Babe Ruth, dude.
Yeah, better than Babe Ruth and modern day, which is ridiculous because like how like so specialized like positions are. Like if you're a pitcher, you're literally only a pitcher. That's all you do. There's a reason that we have a designated hitter that hits for the pitcher.
For you, right.
Because all the pitcher does is pitch. And when, before the DH, all the pitchers in the NL were fucking ass.
Yeah, you get like 2 or 3 guys that would have like a career like 10 home runs maybe.
And you're like, their
like
career
DeGrom.
batting average is 150. You're like, oh, that dude's nice.
No, dude, DeGrom played shortstop up until like, I'm pretty sure the major leagues or minor leagues, whenever he got drafted. He was the shortstop his whole career. So like going into the MLB, he had that ability like to hit at a high level and make like, a career out of it, obviously, because you're not gonna get drafted to the MLB if you can't hit the ball, but you're good at shortstop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like not like before the DH rule, when he was hitting, like he was an actual threat and it was cool. But like to your point, like you don't see that like ever now, obviously, because of the DH rule, but like even before.
And then I started thinking, what maybe we're not giving the man enough credit, but maybe Albert Pujols should be in that conversation.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of winning, and he's in one of 4 players in the 700 club.
Right. And he's the only one that's done it in the modern era, steroid-free. Hank Aaron was, close, but like, look, Babe Ruth was hitting fucking meatballs. Hank Aaron was hitting meatballs compared to what Albert Pujols was hitting.
Yeah, but do you think 30 years, 40 years from now, it's going to be like, oh, Albert Pujols was hitting meatballs?
Maybe. That's the thing. That's the one thing that I said.
When do we hit that threshold? When do we hit like the peak of like, all right, we can't get like human beings physically can't get any more athletic and just like, I mean, you can always get better with your mind. I don't think there's a limit. You don't think there's a limit? So you think like 200 years from now, humans are going to be jumping like 200 feet?
So, I'm trying to get like, we talked about this before. I'm trying to get my shit together kind of. So every day what I want to do, when I go to the gym, I want to get home from the gym and then just like hang out in the living room, like let my body cool down, do a little stretching, and I want to read 1 chapter before I get in the shower. So I'm starting the book Can't Hurt Me, which is by David Goggins, right? Absolute fucking superstar, David Goggins.
I love when he's on Joe's podcast, dude. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude, he's an animal.
Amazing episode.
So I started on Tuesday, and I had an 8 a.m. meeting, so I didn't really have time for a full chapter because it was 30 pages. So I was like, all right, let me just like read the intro. It's just a few pages. Like I'll read that, drink my protein shake, go get in the shower. And in that, he's talking about he was at MIT for some seminar talking to people, and it's like him and then like a bunch of doctors, right? And the one doctor is like, says something like, oh, like there is a limit to what your body can do. Like you can only do so much, blah, blah, blah. And,
right now.
And, Goggins was like, dude, that's literally like, he didn't say anything, but he just like, as he just like made like a facial expression, and somebody was like, oh, Goggins, like, it doesn't look like you agree with that. What do you think? And he was like, yeah, dude, I think that's fucking bullshit. Like you literally can do, like your mind just is like the one tells you that you can't do it. You know what I mean? You can fucking do it. You just have to tell your mind to shut the fuck up and go out and do the fucking thing. He's like, you literally can do anything that you want to, but it's people like you, like that professor, who are telling you, oh, there's a limit, blah, 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 because it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel comfortable when you fail. He was like, you literally can do anything that you want to. And I think he's kind of a testament to it, bro. This dude will run super marathons over 100 miles long on a fucking broken ankle with his fucking feet all ripped up because he ran a super marathon 2 days before. And he's just
a
like,
marathon on a broken ankle sounds like my version of hell.
Yeah, a super marathon, like literally where they're like 80 to like 120 miles or more, like
Holy
multiple
shit.
days, and like through terrain. Like that's what this dude does.
Wow, dude.
I just remember him talking about it on Joe Rogan. He's like, yeah, like I had like a fucked up ankle and like my toes were all fucking ripped up with blisters and shit from training. Like I was an absolute mess. Pretty much everybody said that I shouldn't run, but I said, fuck that shit. Mom ain't raised no bitch. I'm gonna go run this fucking super marathon through all the fucking elements and I'm gonna win it.
Did he win it?
I don't know, but he always places like top 5-ish. You know what I mean? He's always like at the top of those. It's not like he's just like, oh, yep, I'm out here. I'm doing this thing. Like, nah, he's hustling. He's crazy, bro. He's got stories. There's just one that I've seen a lot where they were doing boat carries when he was in SEAL training, and they were carrying, their heavy ass fucking boats over their heads, and everyone is like feeling like shit. And Goggins is like, I'm going to take these officers' fucking souls. And his entire team was like, what? He's like, we're going to take their fucking souls. And he was like, we're going to start fucking pressing this boat over our heads, like shoulder pressing this boat over our heads. And these dudes are just fucking hooting and hollering and screaming and fucking pressing this boat while everybody else is like dead. And he's just like, dude, it's all just the vibes, dude. Like you bring the vibes and you bring the energy and it energizes everybody around you. And like, he's like, dude, I looked at these officers looking down at us and it looked like their fucking souls left their body. Like a ghost came and snatched them up. They could not believe what the fuck they were seeing. And it's just like, dude is built different. He was talking about like, they'd go out for runs and he would be like the dude that leads the run. And like, sometimes like, they would have like regular routes and stuff and guys would kind of know like, where they're going to stop, like when they'll be done, like their 5-10 mile run, whatever it is. And sometimes he would just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm just going to keep going. Now these motherfuckers, they don't know where the end is because we went past where the end usually is, so we're just going to keep going and they're not going to know. And dude, he's an asshole. He's so fucking badass, dude. And I haven't started the book, but I'm stoked for it because I see his shit all over Instagram and whatnot, and he's a savage.
Dude, I was gonna say it's crazy how like people don't realize how much like energy and vibes like connect to everything. I feel like like the vibe in a room, like when you walk in a room and like you can tell like the vibe is off, like you already know like just how everybody's already gonna act, I feel like. You know what I mean? And it's like you kind of just get stuck in it.
And I already know that I want to leave.
Yeah. It's so funny when you walk into a room and you're just like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, that's the first thought you have in your head.
Yeah, these people are not the kind of people that I want to be hanging out with. This is not, the energy in this room is not where I need to be right now. But then you hang out anyway.
I wonder, does David Goggins have a podcast of his own?
Yep.
Or is he does? I might start listening to that. I'm
eating my Schwarberfest hoagie. It felt right.
I mean, yeah, dude. We're here for a vibe. This isn't a podcast. This is the first official vibe. Episode 1, vibe.
When Schwarber was raking throughout the summer, obviously Hoagie Fest was going on, and then he hit a little bit of a slump. So some people were like, yo, Wawa, bring back Hoagie Fest for the playoffs. Like, we need it for Red October, blah, blah, blah. So they got Schwarber Fest. So they got all their hoagies on Hoagie Fest prices. So I was leaving the gym today. I was like, Phil's game tonight. Schwarber hit a dinger last night. I'm going to go get myself a little shorty. I'm going to eat that while we pod.
I'm going to eat that shorty.
They got the fucking turkey gobbler back. I was thinking about copping one of them, but I didn't. I went honey roasted turkey. That's my jam.
Dude, have you ever had the Thanksgiving turkey deli meat style from what's it called? Not Butters. It's something like Butters or some Butterball.
Butters. The South Park dude opened up a restaurant?
Butters, yeah, he's got his own deli meat now.
Nah, I never had no Butterball Thanksgiving leftover turkey guy.
No, it's not like leftover turkey. It's like a sliced turkey that you get at the deli, like sliced meat, but it's Thanksgiving flavored. It tastes like the turkey, the cranberry sauce, the potato. It's such a distinguished taste, dude. But it's amazing. We actually passed a production like farm of Butterball the other day on our way to a pumpkin patch, and I was like, oh shit, they have good Thanksgiving turkey sliced meats. So
it's just the meat and it tastes like stuffing and cranberry sauce and all that?
It tastes like Thanksgiving dinner all in one piece of meat. It's turkey.
That's probably so terribly processed.
100%, dude.
That's so bad for you.
Yes. Dude, the company's called Butterball.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it tastes amazing. You might have a heart attack after 2 sandwiches, but damn it, dude, will you enjoy those 2 sandwiches?
Wawa does a gobbler. I love it. It's just like turkey, but then they put like stuffing and cranberry sauce on it.
I think I've had it once when I was visiting you when we stopped
It's a classic.
at Wawa.
Honestly, when it first came out, it was really good, and everywhere made it good. And like honestly, Wawa's just kind of like going like downhill a little bit.
Like falling off.
Yeah, they've got too big for their britches, and then the quality has taken a toll.
I hate when some of the people that do that shit, dude. Yeah, that's oh, dude, there's nothing worse than like the other day, Magoo and I think it was Friday night, we stayed home, did something, and just like DoorDash McDonald's at like 10 o'clock at night, and or no, was it Chick-fil-A? I don't know, one of them, but one of them like downsized our fry order and then forgot one, and we're just like,
it's so bad,
dude. It's so annoying. Like I'm not even like mad, I'm just annoyed because I'm like I was really looking forward to eating those fries, and I don't even care about the money. I'm just hungry now.
But thinking about, things that I wanted to say, I guess we'll stay on the baseball train for now. I feel bad for the Mets, man. I feel bad for the Mets. They had a good year, and it's not even like they slumped, right? Like I
mean, they kind of did, dude. They were up 10 games.
Yeah, but they didn't slump that hard. Like it's not like they had like bad losing streaks.
No, they didn't collapse like the Yankees did, but
no, and the Yankees still won their division. They just like cooled off a little bit. And the Braves were like, well, we're not going to lose another game for the next 3 months. So we're going to take your division title. And then the Mets get bounced in the wild card into the Padres.
But listen, dude, I understand. And I know Lex is listening to this. I understand like your whole connection to the Mets and stuff. But like from an outsider perspective and also like Yankees fan, it's just like the perfect Mets season for us, dude.
See, and you can't even say
the Mets aren't even a threat
from
to
an
us,
outsider
though.
Perspective.
Why?
That's what you say, but they get under your skin because the Mets fans talk shit about
Mets
the Yankees.
Fans talk shit. I'm just like, bro,
right?
Like, why are they trying to make it a rival?
You can't say from an outsider, unbiased perspective because you hate their fans and you're always like chirping their fans and stuff. You have a biased opinion.
That's true. You're right. You know what? You're 100% right. So here, I'll say this. As an insider with a super biased opinion.
Love to see it.
I don't know. But, dude, that's the thing. Like, I don't hate the Mets or, like, their players or their team. It's just, like, the fans of the Mets that I know and, like, the way that they hate the Yankees so much. I think that's what pisses me off about the Mets.
Yeah.
And I do get it because I get that from every fan base being a Yankees fan, that they're just like the team to hate because they're the Yankees, and I understand that. And it only bothers me when it's the Mets because they like, I think it's probably because they're from the same city, but it's just like, what? You're the little brother of the city. You have been for 100 fucking years. It's like, why are you talking so much shit? Like, we're not trying to start anything with you, but I'm gonna still chirp you if you're gonna be chirping. Fan. Yeah, that's true. Man City are the Mets of Manchester, it feels like.
No. They're like the Yankees. Everybody hates them.
No shot, bro.
Not like
shot.
Yes,
not
they
more
are.
than Manchester United. Bro, Manchester United is like the most
let me
hated.
Explain. No way, dude.
Yeah,
oh my God, you're high as fuck. Manchester United are fucking shit. They are so bad. They are horrendous. They have not been relevant in a very long time. Yeah, right now.
They haven't been relevant in like probably 6 or 7 years, right?
At least.
But before that, dude, they were like top dog of the Premier League, like
kind of, because like Arsenal was really good then, and so is Chelsea. It was like those three.
Manchester United, dude, are just like the historic, like they've just been around for so long.
About them because they
not anymore.
Once Sir Alex left, they just hit the shitter.
Right. So I would say up until then, like currently, I would agree with you, but like overall, like his like team. I mean, Manchester City's only been. Yeah.
We were They had the Premier League Fan Fest was in Center City this past weekend. It's the first time it's been in Philly. So me and Bobby went. My cousin Bobby, we went into Center City. We couldn't get tickets; they were already sold out by the time he like sent me the link, which was like 2 weeks before I left for Arizona.
Oh damn!
And well, it was a good slate. It was like in the morning, Chelsea played Aston Villa. Arsenal played Leeds. Manchester United played Newcastle. And then there was a fourth 9:00 game, but I don't remember who it was. And then it was Man City Liverpool at 11:30. So we didn't get tickets, but I was like, yo, I know this other bar. It's a Man City bar. They're open for the City games. I'm not sure if they'll be open for the 9 o'clock games because last time I went to the City, they weren't. But we could try it out. So we go and we just walk to that bar, get there at like 9:05, and this place was packed, dude.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was already like we found literally one bar seat that was open in the very corner. So we just went over there. Like Bobby sat, I stood. We could only see the TV that was like directly above us, so we had to break our necks to watch it. But dude, it just kept getting more and more packed. Like the bar is big. Like it's really big.
Like Billy's big?
No. It's an Irish pub in Center City. But it's like let's see. It's like probably Tongies if you don't open the doors. Like just a regular Tongies.
One side of Tongies? Okay.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's still pretty big.
It is, and like the bar just like keeps going. Like it's not like real deep at any one point, but it just like keeps going further back. It's like a fucking 5-minute walk to the bathroom. No, I'm kidding. But you have to like walk through the whole bar to the bathroom. I'm like, holy shit, dude, this place just keeps going.
You have to like complete challenges before you're allowed to go into the bathroom.
Yeah, and this place by the end of the day was like completely packed. Like it was like standing room only, but also shoulder to shoulder. I would fucking walk to the bathroom. There's a couple girls sitting on the floor watching shit on their phones. I was like, "Geez, oh, this place was literally packed to the brim." So it's like half City fans, right? Because it's a City bar, and then the other half is just like a mix up of everything. I saw like 6 Liverpool fans, right? But it's like a decent amount of Chelsea fans, some Arsenal fans, right? Some Man U fans, and some random fans, but like mostly City fans, and then like a couple, like literally a couple, like a very small percentage Liverpool fans. Liverpool scored, and this place was fucking so loud, dude. I've been there once before for a City game where it was a City Man U game, and City won, I think, like 4 or 5-0, and it was louder on Sunday when Liverpool scored than when City scored when I was there.
Oh,
and I was like,
dude.
damn, dude, they just love to see you lose. Like they love to hate City.
Yep. Welcome to the life, dude. Been dealing with that since I was fucking first introduced to the Yankees.
Yeah, City's been like that for a few years just because they've been spending so much money. Everybody hates them. And they've been so dominant in the Premier League.
I was going to say, dude, but that's the thing. It's like, if you can spend, why would you not? You know what I mean? Like, I've never understood that argument. Oh, like, the Yankees have a million, 100 million, thousand fucking payroll. It's like, dude, we have that payroll because we have an owner who has that money and is allowed to spend, and there's no rule saying we can't spend that money, so why would we not?
Yeah, you just got to pay a tax if you spend that much.
Right. In the past, like, 4 or 5 years, we've stayed under the luxury tax, so, you know what I mean? It's like...
Really?
It's not... Yeah. I mean, if you stay under the luxury tax, you don't have that penalized money to spend on the penalty, so you have more money to spend on free agency, or, like, you know what I mean?
True.
So... It's like a good tactic to stay under the luxury tax, but spend as much as you can. Like you know what I mean? It's why would you not do that? If you're not doing that, that's just bad business.
Is that why they're hesitant to sign Judge?
No, they were hesitant to sign Judge because Judge wanted like 10 years and they didn't want to sign him for 10 years. They were trying to, I think they offered him like 7 for $240 or something like that, but he was looking for more, which obviously, you know what I mean? He's earned that and some. Like, he's getting a blank check wherever he goes, dude. And last night's game, he hit that home run, and he was in the dugout, and he was like walking towards the camera and like kissing the Yankees logo. Yeah. And when I tell you, I almost cried. I was like, he's not going anywhere, motherfuckers. Like, it was so cool, dude. It was so hyped to see.
Until they don't pay him and he leaves.
I mean, dude, if Hal doesn't hand this man a blank check and like the captain's badge, then
what do you think he wants? Like 10 years, like 350, 400?
Yeah, I think he wants Mike Trout money. I don't think it's more so about the years. I think it's about the average amount, like value, like per year. I think he wants like upwards of 35, 40 million a year, which he deserves. Like, obviously, after what he's done this year, I think he deserves
fully
more
guaranteed.
Dude, I think he deserved more money than what the Yankees offered him, as do most people. But like, he's earned more than that, dude.
Yeah,
it's insane.
That's tough for the Yankees, dude.
The Yanks took a fat L with that, dude.
Yeah, they should have paid him because
just locked him up.
His stock went up this year.
Yeah, yep.
The price is going up,
so,
they say.
Dude, the Yanks are 100% taking a hit on Judge. Like, if we do re-sign him, it's going to be $350 million.
Yeah.
But, dude, he brings in so much money for the team. Like that shouldn't even be like, ooh, our pockets. Like having Aaron Judge on your team is going to have you the most in jersey sales. Like it's going to get people to the stadium, especially if he, even has a remotely close season to what he had this year. Like he's going to bring you so much revenue that it's not going to be.
Dude, he brought him so much money this year because it
was
this
year, dude.
Think about the end of the season when like the Yanks already had the playoffs and the division locked up, and then it's like, all right, we're kind of just cruising. Probably not going to catch the Astros for the 1 seed. It's like we're cruising right now, but it's like, oh,
Judge isn't a home run race, dude.
Judge might hit 61, and like it took him so many games to get to 61, and then it was like, okay, now he might hit 62, and it took him a bunch of games to get there. So it's like, not only like were people going to see that, they were going to try to see that for so many games in a row.
And dude, he didn't even do it at home. That's the thing. He's bringing people to fucking Texas Rangers games when they're 60, 70 games under 500.
Well, that was the fucking Marlins GM's mentality. He was like, at the end of the season, he was like, Phillies fans or like Mets fans, like, come to the Marlins games and root against the Braves.
Remember that. Yeah.
Like the Marlins don't have shit to play for, but the Braves are coming to town and you want them to lose, so you should come cheer for us.
Right. And it's like, we're not going to win, but I want to sell some tickets.
Yeah, like we're not doing
That's
shit
why
this
Jeter
year.
dipped, dude, and I don't blame him even a little bit. Like I hate people when they're like, "Oh, dude, Jeter failed as a owner of the Marlins, blah blah blah." Dude, he is like strong morally and has values, and he's like, dude, I'm in this to like have like a product that people want to see and like spread the game. I'm not in this to make like pennies on the dime. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's dumb. You guys don't want to spend money to fucking make this team better and like interesting, and that's ultimately what brings you your money, dude. Is having a good product. I mean, not to be a dick, but the Yankees are a prime example of that. We haven't missed the playoffs in how long, and it's like, has that money to spend because of it's the Yankees.
It doesn't always work though.
No, it hasn't in a while.
Because look at the Mets and the Dodgers. They spend so much money.
Yeah, but the Mets just got a fucking gazillionaire to, you know what I mean? The Mets were in the dump like last year, dude.
Yeah.
Steve Cohen comes in and just buys everybody, and it's like, I respect it as a Yankees fan because it's like,
Steve Cohen's like, we're winning a World Series in 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
that's why they chose to lose the World Series, because they didn't hit the 3 to 5 years mark. If they won it in the first or second year, it wouldn't work.
Right.
You got to wait.
Make our owner look good. Yeah. But it's crazy because he's had 3 to 5 years, and they had a World Series like caliber product after a year and a half. It's just the Mets are always going to find a way to Met, dude.
Yeah, it sure seems that way.
That is the exact. So the whole thing with Babe Ruth's curse on the Red Sox and all this like random baseball is like, what's the word I'm looking for when you're like
superstitious?
Superstitious. Baseball is the most superstitious sport, dude, and it's 100%. There's no fact behind the Mets being bad. Obviously, like they, their ownership issues and stuff like that, but like they had a fucking World Series caliber team, and they just still met. That's just what baseball is sometimes, dude.
Yeah. Another thing that I wanted to get into last week, that we didn't have a chance to talk about, but I wanted to, was my beef with the MLS.
Oh, I was thinking about this today.
So at the end of the season, right? For those of you that don't know, the way soccer works is you get 3 points for a win, and you get 1 point for a draw, which is a tie, and you get 0 points for a loss. And whoever has the most points at the end of the season, that's how you do the standings. The Union finished the season with 67 points, and who are they called? The LAFC boys finished the season with 67 points, right? So you're tied. And it doesn't really matter too much. It matters a little bit because here's why. In the MLS playoffs and for the MLS Cup, the final game is not at a neutral site. If LAFC make it, it's going to be a home game for them, right? It's the home team for the better seed. Whoever that is, whoever's got the better most points and the tiebreakers, they'll be the home team. So you would get home field throughout. The Union are going to get it throughout the Eastern Conference, but they won't get it if it were to be them and LAFC in the final. And the other reason that it matters is because they call it the Supporters Shield. Whoever wins the regular season gets the Supporters Shield. And it matters for your CONCACAF Champions League seeding. And so they both finished on the same on points, but LAFC had 21 wins. The Union had 19 wins. But obviously, to make up for that, for the difference in wins, right, the Union had a significant number more draws and a lot less losses. I think they had 6 more draws because that's what you would need, 6 draws to make up for
the
2
6
less
points.
wins. And they had like 5. I think they had 5 less. No, they had 4 less losses. I think Union lost 5. LAFC lost 9, so almost double, but not quite. And the MLS, dude, their first tiebreaker is number of wins, which blows my fucking
absurd,
mind, dude. So LAFC won the Supporter Shield because they had 2 more wins, which, what's the fucking point of doing the point system if you're going to tell me that the wins matter more at the end of the day?
Yeah.
You're telling me that it doesn't matter that the Union lost 4 less games? And like almost half as many games, you're gonna tell me it doesn't matter? Like that they like squeaked out draws in 6 more games. And
I mean, dude, it makes the draws like not as important as they should be.
Right. It's like it just blows my fucking mind. And every other legitimate soccer league, like real soccer leagues that have respect in this world,
they do goal differential.
Go off goal differential. That's the number one thing you look at is goal differential. And dude, it wasn't even fucking close this year. The goal differential. The Union had more goals. They had less goals against. So obviously the goal differential was fucking bonkers. I gotta look it up. It's so annoying, dude. Like Man City won a title a few years ago on goal differential. I think it was them and United ended the season tied on points, and they won on goal differential. And it's like that should be the difference maker, the tiebreaker. That's what it is in every fucking real sport.
Dude, you could have you could have the same amount of wins or like 2 more wins, but like no draws, and all your other games that aren't wins are losses, but then another team has less wins, like more draws and less losses.
Yeah.
And that's like so ass backwards. It's not even funny.
It's so fucked, dude. So the Union had 72 goals for, 26 against, for a goal differential of plus 46. Holy shit. LAFC, 66 goals for, so they had 6 less goals scored, 38 goals against. They had 12 more goals scored against them, and their goal differential was plus 28. The Union had fucking an 18 better goal differential.
Yeah, which between first and second place or tied first place is unheard of.
Yeah, dude. They were fucking amazing. The second best, all right, so the Union are plus 46 in goal differential. LAFC are plus 28 in goal differential. There were 2 teams at plus 16. And then plus 13. And it's like most, and then there's a bunch of fucking negative teams. And the Union were plus 40 fucking 6. That's unreal.
That is absurd. Dude, I feel like that's just one of the things MLS does wrong that's like holding their sport back. Like,
yeah,
they're one of the slowest sports. Obviously, like there's a whole European soccer is just miles ahead of American soccer, but like still, like that doesn't mean you can't like support your own league or just like advertise and market your own league the right way here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and dude, LAFC brought in Gareth Bale this year and Chiellini.
Yeah, they have European studs on their team, dude. What?
And like, Johnny, name me one Union player.
Couldn't.
Exactly.
I literally could not.
Exactly, dude. It's just like a bunch of just like low-key studs.
Yeah.
Andre Blake is an MVP nominee this year. He's the Union's goalkeeper.
He's the goalie, right? He's the only one I know. He's literally the only one I know.
Good. He is, in my eyes, I'm biased, obviously, huge Union fan. I think he's like a top 5 keeper in the world.
Really?
Yeah, he is really fucking good. He plays for Jamaica, and he's the only reason that Jamaica's relevant is because he makes so many amazing saves a game. He's the only reason that they're like anywhere near the top of the CONCACAF standings and qualifying.
I mean, dude, he might be like the next Keylor Navas.
He is good. I hope he goes to like a big team in Europe and like gets some serious recognition. Even though I love him in Philly, obviously, but he's up for the MVP running, which I love. Obviously, he's up for goalkeeper of the year, and if he doesn't win that, it's a fucking scam.
Yeah.
And we got Kai Wagner, who's up for defender of the year. He has the most assists by a defender in MLS history. Their center back, Jacob Lesnes, is also up for defender of the year. I think they might have somebody else for like an offensive player, maybe like a young player of the year, and then Ali Bedoya is up for like kind of, I don't know what it's called, but it's similar to like the Walter Payton Man of the Year, like on
the
and
Hank
off
Aaron
the field
Award.
stuff.
Yeah.
Ali Bedoya is up for that. He's a stud. He's our captain. I don't know how many more years he has left. He is.
I was gonna say,
but
Bedoya's been around in the MLS for a minute.
For a minute, he's been with Philly for a long ass time too.
Yeah.
But so we ended up getting a 4-0 win on the last day of the season to secure the 1 seed in the East, and so that gave us a bye. First game's tomorrow night. We got
what
FC
time?
Cincinnati, 8:00.
What's the Thursday night football game tomorrow night? Who is it?
Saints.
Oh, Saints and
I don't know. Let me
Cardinals?
see.
Saints Cardinals.
Yeah, it is Saints Cardinals. They're both ass.
Not gonna watch that. I might watch the Union game, honestly.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Union game because I will be there.
Oh, you're going tomorrow night?
Yeah, we bought tickets. I got an email as soon as they released them. Before the season was over, they were like, get tickets to the first round game. And at that point, it was like, if we lose the final match week, because we talked about this last time, if we lose the final match week and whoever was behind us, Montreal, if they win, right, we'll be the number 2 seed. And our first game would have been like that weekend that we came back from Arizona. But luckily, they took care of business. They won 4-0, so they got the first round bye. So yeah, now we got the game tomorrow night, 8:00.
That's gonna be fire, dude. That place is gonna be rocking.
Dude, I love it. I love the playoff games.
You got to start a Phillies chant.
Oh, we might, dude. We get a win tonight.
Yeah,
there might be one.
What's the score of that game? I haven't checked in a
still 4-2.
In a minute. Still?
Yeah. The whole city and just like South Jersey, I'm seeing Phillies gear everywhere, which is wild because the Birds are 6-0.
Yeah, dude, all of Philly sports right now is in a good spot.
Flyers are 3-0.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
It's gonna come to an end at some point.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they started out pretty hot last year, didn't they?
Nah, they were bad, dude. They were not last year. Whatever the year COVID was around, we had the bubble year. I think that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2020.
They were bad, and then the All-Star break came.
Yeah, they had a crazy second half, right?
They were the number 1 team after the All-Star break, and they ended up squeaking into the playoffs. But then they had to take like a fucking 3-month break for COVID, and then they came back for the bubble for playoffs. And they weren't good, and then they were never good again. they were just bad all year last year.
Haven't seen them since.
Nah. Just everything was bad last year. Fucking traded Claude Giroux.
Maybe we're turning over a new leaf.
Dude,
because
they got Tortorelli as the manager, coach, whatever the fuck they're called, and I think he's good. I think the attitude that he brings is like a hard-nosed style of play, and I think it fits well. I like what he brings. And we played all 3 of our wins have come from behind wins. Like we've gone down and then came back to wins. It's good to see that
some
kind of
resilience,
grit.
Dude.
Yeah. We played the Lightning last night, and they were talking. I was thinking about this earlier when we were talking. They were saying how they've been so good lately, right? They've been to the finals 3 years in a row. They won 2 years in a row before last year. But now they've had to pay guys, and guys that were good, studs in the league, they got to either pay them or they're going to go somewhere else. So they pay them, and it's like really hurt their depth. And yesterday was their home opener, and they were 1-2 going into yesterday's game. Now they're 1-3. But I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Dude.
They're a good team. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah, but once them injuries start coming, because it's going to happen, dude. Like that's pretty much the adversity for every sports team, and every year is like injuries plays a huge part in it.
Yeah, it always does. And like every team's going to have injuries.
Yeah.
The Flyers were a bit bad by the injury bug last year. Like they had dudes that didn't even start the season. They were fucking out for 2 months before the season started. Like,
dude, I mean, that's what the Birds have been like for the past like 2 or 3 years too. This is the first year I feel like in a while since Wentz has been gone, or even the year before that, like that we've been like somewhat healthy going into the first 7-8 weeks of the season. It's nice that we have a bye this week. You know, it's perfect fucking week.
It is.
Perfect
it
time.
Is, dude.
Perfect time for a bye.
Lane Johnson got hurt against the Cowboys, didn't play second half. So, you know, it's that changed the game a lot too. So, you know, it's nice that he's going to get a little break. And CJ Gardner-Johnson hurt his hand. He ended up coming back, but he hurt his hand, and the defense didn't look as good when he wasn't there. Just because, like, dude, the defense is so good this year.
Dude, it's always good every year, but this year's just like, dude, it feels different. It's like right now as an Eagles fan, I'm feeling like we could go up against any team. Maybe the Bills will probably give us some problems.
The Bills,
but like, our
the
defense
Bills are the only team. But if you were to say like which one of these rosters is better top to bottom, I'm taking the Eagles in almost every single scenario.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's not much we've shown. We've shown so many different ways we can win a football game, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah. Week 1, defense shit the bed, put up fucking 38.
Yep.
And then since then, the defense has been amazing.
Yeah, even on their down weeks, like obviously they didn't have like a crazy week against the Cowboys, dude, but they did their job, and it was still comfortable. I mean, it was 2017 after it was 20-0 after one point, but like, I was still, when it hit 2017, dude, I was still comfortable. I wasn't like nervous. I was like, we're gonna go down and score. We're gonna do our thing and win this game.
I was a little nervous.
I don't know why I had so much confidence, but I was just like, dude. That's just like the amount of confidence I have in the offense and Jalen Hurts right now is just doesn't matter who we're playing. They're just so bad in the
second half, dude.
I don't know what that is either. Maybe just like the other team's making adjustments and they're not
we're not. Maybe we're like, oh, we got this one in the bag, but like, dude, it's bad. The second half has been bad all year.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is terrifying.
Which is crazy because we've still been able to win every game.
Fucking blow
so
teams
far.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my boy Brad the other day, he's a Cowboys fan. He was in the group chat talking about like, once Dak is back, we're fucking gonna be wiping the floor and making you guys eat your own fucking bird shit, all this stuff. They're just saying some wild shit, talking about how like their defense was so good. I was like, your defense might be the third best defense in this division. Definitely not number one because it's the Birds, and the Giants have a good defense. Don't sleep on them.
Yeah. Dude, the NFC East is just like
so
wreaking
good.
havoc,
NFC
man.
Beast, I love it. From NFC Least to NFC Least for like
last
3 years.
Yeah,
it's been a bad run for the NFC East, but now, dude, they're fucking nice, best division in the league.
And dude, the NFC East, I feel like pretty much my entire lifetime has always been like a solid division where there's always going to be one or two teams competing in the playoffs, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Up until 3 or 4 years ago, like when. You know, Carson Wentz shit the bed, and Danny Dimes took over in New York, and Dak is, you know, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. It's just the NFC Least.
Washington's been bad.
Washington has just been bad my entire life. I don't know.
Literally.
Technically, so have the Cowboys too. I've never seen them in an NFC Championship game. I'm 25 years old.
Yeah.
About to be 26 in 11 days.
They haven't been bad though. They made it to the playoffs. They've had like good teams.
They've been the Yankees, dude. I mean, no, they haven't. They've been way worse than the Yankees. I take that back immediately.
Their fans have been the same, though.
Fans have been the same, and it's so funny seeing like a Yankees-Cowboys fan. So I'm just like, how the fuck does that happen, dude?
Jason Kelsey was talking about it before we played them. He was like, it's just so different. He was like, the Cowboys are like, it's like they're like pop culture Cowboys, Lakers, Yankees fans, blah, blah, blah. It's like the complete opposite of like, hard-nosed, gritty, blue-collar Birds fans that we have here in Philadelphia. He's like, and obviously he loves Philadelphia because
right. Oh my dude! So quick story. When I remember when I texted you when I was coming home from my work trip, how my like flight got delayed and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up in the Charlotte airport and like probably about like 10 o'clock, right? And I'm walking around. I'm like, I got an hour to kill until I take my fucking 15-minute hop, jump, and a skip back to Wilmington. So let me go get some Bojangles. So I'm walking to Bojangles, and like in one of the main, I think it's like between gates C and D, there's like a place that just has like 4 bars on each corner of like the circle. And I see this old dude just sitting out at the bar, like it's the bar's behind the wall, and then they have a bunch of tables, and then like they have a table with a railing in front of it, and like on the other side of the railing is where people are like walking to their gates. And he's just sitting there, dude, like in a Yankees hat and a fucking Donovan McNabb like blacked out Eagles jersey. And I was like, bro, that's like one of me. Like you'd never see a Yankees Birds fan. Like that's crazy, dude. Like It was so. I almost wanted to go up to him and be like, "Yo, can I take a picture with you?" But he was like fist deep in a hamburger, so I didn't want to disturb the man's peace. But I was so funny too because I was also like trying to find another flight home because like my one ended up like I missed my layover or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm like kind of like not in a great mood, already pissed off. Like I should have been home 3 hours ago. And then I just see this guy, and I was like, "Oh, nice, dude!" I was instantly just brought my mood up. It was awesome.
Yeah, make my fucking day.
Yeah, buddy, just eating a fucking burger.
When we got on the plane to come from Austin home because we connected in Austin, there was a couple getting on the plane, dude with a black Jalen Hurts jersey and his wife with a Cowboys t-shirt.
Oh man!
And somebody that was behind, because they were behind us in line, and then somebody else behind us in line was like, "Oh, like what's this dynamic like?" And the lady was like, "Well, we've been together 22 years, so I think it's working just fine." And I was like, "Yo, babe, that's me and you, Mets and Phillies." And she was like, "Yeah,
yeah." Oh, dude, that's so funny.
So I ran into a random ass kid after the fan fest, after the city game. So where me and Bobby were standing, there was like a back door. So like the bar that we were at was like lodged into the side of like a big, building in the middle of New York City. So we just like skirted out the side door, so we didn't have to like walk through all the people to get to the main door. Right. And I was like, let's go. I wanted to go to the there's like a Barstool bar in Center City now, like an
Philly?
bar that you go to. Yeah. They opened this year, like it's new, and I was like, oh, like let's just go there because it's close, it's just like a few blocks away. So we walk there and we go in and they have like a front bar and they have a back bar. So we walk to the back bar and I'm just waiting. The service was kind of dookie, so waiting for a server to come over. And I'm looking around and I just go, "Yo, there are so many Cowboys fans in here." And then the kid that was sitting next to me was like, "Dude, I know." I was looking around, blah blah blah. So we get to chatting with him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm from Orlando, but like my family's from Dallas, so I've been to so many games in Dallas." Like he was like, I got these tickets for this game last night from like my dad's boss or like his dad's friend or something like that. His dad pretty much was like, "Yeah, they're good tickets, just take them." So he booked his flight like the Saturday before, flew in Sunday morning. They wouldn't let him check into the hotel. He's staying at the hotel where the Cowboys are staying. They wouldn't let him check in because he got there too early. So he just went to the Barstool bar and just was hanging out. And he was awesome. Like, "Yeah, I'm going to the game. My flight home is at 9 a.m. tomorrow." They go, "That is a quick 24-hour marathon. You're going to have a blast."
Is what we call indigenous.
Mm-hmm.
That is very indigenous. But I love it, dude. I did the same thing 2017 ALCS against the Astros. I flew in Saturday night, I think, or early Sunday morning, like into the city, like met my parents at the stadium, went to the game, and turned around and was back home in our house in Quail like the next morning.
Yep. You know what I'm thinking? This might not happen, but I was talking to Lex, and I was like, if we get a Yankees-Phillies World Series, there's a chance I'm going to a game. Like,
there's a chance I spend a lot of money to go to that game.
If we're being honest,
just being honest.
There's a chance that this is what I was thinking because there's a chance that your mom is like, "Oh, Johnny, we're going to a game." There's a chance that you're like, "We're bringing Kenny." Like if it's Yankees Phillies, there's a chance that I get brought along as a +1, and I'm just like,
yeah.
This might be the only way I can afford a ticket. Somebody else buys it for me.
Dude, the thing is, like, you and I are going to be in Asheville, I think, during the World Series. So we're going to have to see, like, the schedule of... But, dude, if it's a Phillies-Yanks World Series and we're, like, hanging out together, dude, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That would be sick. Just, like, by chance, too. We didn't even plan it. Like, obviously, like, the Phillies just happened to make the World Series, and so did the Yanks. And we just happened to be fucking fooling on my birthday.
So this dude that we met at the Barstool bar, this guy that I was just talking about, he's like, we're just chatting for a while, shooting the shit, and he's like, "You guys want a shot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a shot." So I've been drinking Millers all day.
Yeah.
And Bobby, he doesn't like beer, he doesn't like whiskey. We're at a fucking Irish bar, so he gets like a couple White Claws, and he's like, "I don't like White Claws either." So I'm like, "Dude, what do you drink?" He's like, "Vodka Sprites," and I'm like, "They're gonna have vodka, and they definitely have Sprite."
They have Sprite.
So then he switches to Vodka Sprites, and he like drinks like two there, and then we leave, and he gets another one, and then this dude's like, "You want a shot?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So we all take a shot of J-Mo, and like Bobby didn't drink until he turned 21, and he is 21 currently.
Right.
Well, he drank like a couple times, like within his last few months of being 20, but like he didn't drink like for his entire life, pretty much. And so he takes that shot of JMO, and then he gets another vodka Sprite, and I get another Miller, and I was gonna do another round, and then I was like, he does not need another round. I'm just gonna do just another Miller to go, but then before we roll out of here. So this dude was sloshed. Like that Jameson shot got him so drunk. It was hilarious. My sister was having us all over for lunch. So like we get there, he literally just slept on the living room floor the entire time we were there. Just passed the fuck out.
Dude, it's funny because I've been in that exact spot like multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes, dude, wherever you are, you just need to close your eyes and
then we went back to my place, before halftime of the Bills game, and he pretty much just like was hanging on the couch, like just laying on the couch, like curled up in a blanket, and then he's like, I'm gonna take a shower before this Eagles game, and I was like, all right, so he goes, takes a shower, he comes out, and I'm like, you want me to make you a drink? We got vodka Sprite, and he's like, no, dude, I'm good.
Oh, what a day, dude. That sounds like such a fun day, just like hopping around, watching soccer and drinking, and then ending it with football.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. It was a good time. I'd do it again.
Dude, we went to this pumpkin patch this weekend, and it was like an hour and a half drive from our house, and it was like you had to buy tickets for it in advance. I think it was like $20 a person, but they had like corn mazes and live animals and a bunch of like slides and just like a bunch of fall shit. So we went there. And we were going to get pumpkins, too, because we carved pumpkins last night, and we wanted to get, like, from a pumpkin patch. And we get there. We do all, like, the fun shit. We were looking at, they had, like, this whole, trailer full of, like, snakes and just random reptiles, which was really cool because the one snake that they had, like, this yellow python snake in a glass case. And I shit you not, this thing was, like, probably 12 inches thick and, like, 15 foot long, at least. Like, it was the biggest snake I've ever seen in my life.
Jeez,
but it was in a cage, dude. So we walked through the trailer, and Maggie wasn't about it, so she just like ran to the trailer and waited outside. And then after that, we went on like a hayride that was like 10, 15 minutes long, and we get back, and we just see a girl, random like blonde girl, standing outside the trailer with this giant fucking yellow snake hanging over her neck, like down around her legs, and like back up her like other side. It was just like, dude, she's standing literally like playing with death, just standing in between like a python like that. Like this thing could have just choked her out any second, and she's just chilling, like talking to people, like showing people her snake. I was like, where the fuck are we, dude? But it was pretty fun, dude. We did like, they had a bunch of like carnival games there too, and we went down like slides and stuff, and then we went to get our pumpkins and leave, and I asked the lady like the pricing for the pumpkins. I was just like, is it like by weight, or like what's good, like how much is a pumpkin? And she was like, oh, they range from $35 to $45 per pumpkin. And I was like, $35? Maggie was like, well, just go to Food Line and get fucking $5 pumpkins there. And honestly, dude, that's what we did last night. We just went in, walked into Food Line. They had a little thing and carved up pumpkins, dude. I did, you saw them, but for the people listening, I tried to do a Venom, like from Marvel pumpkin. And I drew the whole thing on the pumpkin, and then I started cutting it. And it took, I shit you not, it probably took me like 3 hours to carve this pumpkin last night.
Damn.
As soon as I drew it, I was like, dude, I've bit off way more than I can chew, but I've already started. So I have to just finish it.
Yep.
But it was,
pumpkins is tough.
It is tough, dude. We went to Target like a week and a half ago, and it was the night we tried to go bowling, and then we get there at like 7:30. Or 6:30, and the guy's like, sorry, we have a league tonight, won't have any lanes open until 8:30, and we're like, all right, fuck this, we're not gonna wait. So we went to Target, and I don't know if you've seen this on like TikTok or anything, but you and your girlfriend go to Target and you pick like 5 categories, and then you both go around separately and buy like 5 things of like ours was like color, like your favorite color, favorite snack, favorite drink, and then a random one, and then another one was like, I forget, but that's what we did.
Favorite sex toy?
At Target.
Yeah.
Babe, can we go to Spencer's?
But no, we should get like a wiffle ball bat.
Hey, that's all you need. It's cheap, too. But
comes with a free ball gag.
I forget. You gotta buy the duct tape with that, too.
Yeah, that's all right though.
Oh man, why was I talking about our Target date?
What you and Maggie did at Target. I don't know. You were just talking.
Oh, I don't know why I was telling you that story, but it was just like, it was because we tried to go bowling and that we just ended up doing that. But it was low key mad fun, dude. Because then we just got home and like showed each other what we got, and it was cool, like to see like what you can find if you just like shop like that. Like I got her one of those like Squishmallow things. You know what those are?
Mm-mm.
They're like those really soft like character pillows. Not characters. I think hers is like a penguin or something, but it's just like really soft
super
pillows.
Soft like pillow guy.
Super soft pillow guys. And I got her one of those because it was her favorite color was purple, so I got her that. And it was just like a bunch of random shit, and it killed 2.5 hours of our time. It was fun.
Not too shabby. Are we gonna do spooky season things in Asheville?
Yeah, Maggie was telling me there's like a haunted house like not too far from it.
Word up.
I don't know. I don't think it's like one of those like, oh, like you walk through a house and people jump out and scare you. I think it's like a legit haunted house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And we just go there on our own? Say hello, spirits.
No, I think somebody like gives you a tour of it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure. She was telling me a bunch of stuff like that's around. I'll have her send it in the chat so we can all look at it. She said there's like a cool like retro arcade bar like nearby. We might have to check that out.
4-3.
4-3?
Austin
what
Nola. Bottom 5. Austin Nola just got a RBI single off of his brother.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. I think it's the first time brothers have matched up in the playoffs.
That's actually pretty cool. Imagine the Thanksgiving dinner that's going to be in the future, like whoever wins this series.
But, I mean, this is probably the only game that Nola's going to pitch.
Yeah, and Austin Nola knows, like, how his brother pitches because they grew up, like, throwing the ball away. That's not fair. That's like you and me playing FIFA, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I know every move. FIFA. I know every move you're going to make. You know every move I'm going to make. It's always like 0-0
and I still dick on you.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Maybe in the long shots, bullshit. But
nah, I'm not even good at the long shots because I'd be like, I don't take shots like that. Like, I just be like, I try to like
get
cast
the ball
my way
to the net.
Into a goal.
Yeah. And I need to do more of that, dude. So
I need to do less of that.
Past like 2 or 3 days, I've played like a pretty decent amount of FIFA, I would say. And the dribbling, like it took me so long to get used to the new FIFA gameplay because everything just felt so slow and like I don't know, different. But I was wrecking people last night, dude. Like I just have Kaká on loan on my ultimate team for like 3 more games. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna play these 3 games and see what I can do with him because it's fun. Oh, yeah. Dude, it's like if you learn how to dribble and learn just like the like slightest of skill moves on the new FIFA, you can just like walk around people. It's insane.
I don't know any skill moves.
Dude, I went like FIFA 14, FIFA 15. I went super hard in like learning all the 5-star skill moves. And in my ultimate team, I just built like a team of like all the like super Brazilian skillers. Yeah. Even if they were like silver cards, I would just throw them in there just to like work on my dribbling. And ever since then, it's been like I have my go-tos where it's the Elastico and you just have to move your stick like from the back of you just like that. And it's like the most effective skill move in FIFA. It's the easiest and most effective. You can just change directions in the matter of like half a second and the other guy's just stuck in an animation and you're like, oh, I'll see you in fucking next Tuesday.
Enjoy your hot dog.
Enjoy your hot dog.
See you next Tuesday. Why you gotta call him a cunt?
It's just like a internal dig, dude. You know? Gotta be a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
Speaking of disrespectful, did you see what Josh Naylor did to Garrett Cole?
Yeah, with the baby
guy. Rocking. He's like, he's my fucking son. And then did you see Glaber last night after he made the final out? He like made the final out at second.
On second base doing it? Yeah. Dude, that's bold. Did they even win the game that Naylor did that in? Like, it was a close game.
I think they won the game, but that home run didn't like put them in the lead or even tie the game. They were down 4-2 and he hit a solo shot.
Right. And it's just like,
and it was like, oh no,
what?
They did win that game, dude. Because they might have. I don't know if they won it or I can't remember. But Garrett Cole didn't let up a single run after that. Like that, after that happened, he was like shut out for the rest of the game.
Mm.
But still, it was just so funny,
dude. It just seemed like the craziest time to do that.
Well, dude, here's my thing, and I'm not like trying to come off as like one of those old heads that they're like, oh, like you should respect. Like, I want to see the kids play, and like Oswaldo Cabrera the night before, he hit a home run and he stared it down and like flipped the bat and like was hyping up his other team, which like some people might consider disrespectful, but I don't think it is because you're like, celebrating with your team and you're not like showing up the pitcher. But what Josh Naylor did, when Josh Naylor's running around the bases like a madman doing this and saying he's my fucking son, like directly to Garrett Cole, like I think that's like a little bit okay. Like you don't need to show him up, like do your thing, whatever. But now you're chirping and like fucking screaming at this guy. And then fucking last night when Glaber did it right back to him, I was just like, dude, that is just like a chef's kiss of like fuck you, like but respectfully. Like, we're going to keep our mouths shut, win this game, and then I'll give you a little at the end of the game. See you later. Go watch us. And Glaber was like, he can watch us from home. I was like, I fucking love you, dude. Retire your number.
0-2 count. Aaron Nola gives up a double to Juan Soto, brings in a run. 4-4. Runner on second and third, 1 out.
Got to get Nola out of the game, dude.
Got to get Nola out of this game, dude. And it's the Padres have like a solid lineup because after Juan Soto's Josh Bell, and then it's Manny Machado.
Yeah, and even like the bottom half, like with what's his name, Trent Grisham and Jake Cronenworth. Or Cronenworth bats first, right? I don't know. I don't really know their order, but the Padres just have a good lineup like overall. But honestly, like if Nola's in there now, he's giving you 5 innings and it's a tie game. Like you had the lead, but a tie game at 5 innings is like the least not good enough for the Phillies. Got to take them out.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we won last night, so we took home field. But, dude, going home 2-0 would be fucking huge.
Dude, tonight's game might be the most important game of the series, honestly. Like, a 2-game lead is huge compared to a 1. Like, you jump out, you win the first game, it's like, okay, like, we have to win tomorrow, and then we'll be like, kind of in the driver's seat of this series. Like, we just have to do our job. We'll win the game. We'll win the series. But
yeah, then you go home and you fucking win 2 there. You sweep them 4-0, and you get to go get some rest before you got to beat the fucking AL team and get a ring.
Yeah, dude, I want us to beat the Astros so bad, man. I think this
starts tonight.
This series that starts tonight is the like most nervous I think I'm ever gonna be like watching baseball. Probably in my life. Just because of like the whole history of 2017 and like the Astros have just owned us in the postseason for so long. Yeah. And it's like
they owned you this year in the regular season as well.
Yeah. Yep. It hasn't been great. Like they've just been our kryptonite, dude. But if we can just somehow just scratch our way out and win, like wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees are the underdogs of the series, I would say.
Right.
But
yeah, I think they are. Let's see if I can find it on FanDuel in a little bit. I don't know. The Astros are fucking good.
They are. But dude, they didn't look like that convincing against the Mariners. Yeah, they swept them, but one of those games was fucking 18 innings long, 0-0 baseball. And then Justin Verlander looked like shit his last start. Give up like 6 runs or some shit like that.
Yeah, the Yankees are the dog. The Yankees are plus 145 and the Astros are minus 170 to win the American League.
Wow. I was expecting it to be a little closer than that, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it kind of helps the Yankees in a way, not having Garrett Cole be your number one, like your game 1 starter. Because if we can squeak out a win with Tyone on the mound and then have Cole and Nestor like full rest, like games 4 and 5, like that could be huge, dude. We get to a point where it's 2-1, 2-2 in a series, and we got Nestor and Cole. Instead of burning them first game, like all we got to do is win tonight, and like our pitching will fall into place.
Got to make it happen.
Gots to.
Aaron Nola just got pulled. He struck out Machado, so now we got second and third, 2 outs. He got pulled. I'm not sure who's coming in though. Might be Brad Hand. He's usually like our first relievo.
I saw David Robertson went down. The wild card series, right? He's on the Phillies, right? D-Rob.
Was it him? There's one of the. He
got hurt celebrating, didn't he?
Celebrating a Harper home run.
D-Rob. Yeah. Yep. Is he back or is he still out?
Nah, he's still out.
Damn.
I think. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, he's a fucking Yankee legend, dude.
What else you want to talk about?
You want to talk a little fantasy football? How you looking in fantasy?
Not good, dude. I really don't want to talk about fantasy football. All of my teams are trash.
Yeah, but, I mean, dude, you're hanging in there in Orchids, man.
Bro, barely. I have no clue how I'm 4-2, bro. Or what? Wait. Yeah, 4-2. At the end of last week, I was like, dude, how am I 4-1? I'm the worst 4-1 team I've ever fucking seen.
That's just how fantasy football be sometimes, though, dude.
And then I took it down, and then now I'm 4-2. And now this week, I got no Jalen Hurts, no Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, the bye week is testing me this week for sure.
I picked up Taysom Hill to put in my flex last week because I had a bunch of dudes on bye last week too. So I ended up picking up Taysom Hill to flex them. So now it's good because I already have my tight end for the week. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good call, honestly, dude. I don't know. The bye week this week, week 7 bye week, is hurting a lot of my teams.
Yeah, no Josh Allen.
No Justin Jefferson.
No Rams. No Vikings.
Yep. No Eagles.
No Eagles.
A lot of good teams in that this week's bye.
Yeah. I mean, the 2 best teams in the league. And some other, pretty solid offenses.
Pretty solid teams.
Very important weapons.
Dude, the Chargers are
the Rams, the only ones you're going to miss on the Rams are Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee.
Yeah, and nobody else on that team is doing anything. I mean, Allen Robinson has been okay,
I had to start him in Orchids last week because of bye weeks. In my he got a touchdown, so I was happy about that. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Go, I'll take it. He's been bad unless he gets a touchdown, which is so random.
Every Rams game that I've seen so far this year, I've seen Ben Skronek catching passes and stuff.
Yeah.
And every time I go on Sleeper to look at his stats, they're just horrible. It makes no sense,
and I'm like, wait,
dude.
I'm watching this dude catch multiple balls a game.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he's 1 for 5?
He's got 6 points? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's happened to me twice this season where I've been watching Red Zone or something, or he'll come up in one of their games that I'm just happen to be watching, and I'm like, oh, dude, I should try and look into snagging him. And then I look at his game log, and I'm like, oh, never mind. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, Allen Robinson, the wide receiver, 59. Week 2, he had 15 points, touchdown. Last week, he had 17 points, touchdown. Every other week, he's got no touchdowns, and his points are 2.2, 4.3, 2.7, 4.2.
Yeah, that's tough. I really thought he was going to be turned around after the year he had last year with this new Rams offense.
Yeah, me too, but they're just so fucking bad.
Same with James Conner, dude. I'm kind of surprised at how bad he's been. I mean, he's been hurt the last 2 weeks, but still.
Same with the Broncos. I'm surprised at how bad they are, dude. They're fucking atrocious.
Bad, dude. Chargers are pretty bad, too. I was going to say that earlier.
Yeah, the Chargers are not great. No Keenan Allen hurts.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the Broncos' defense is good. Pat Surtain is legit. Dude, I would hate to be a Broncos defender right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're collectively as a unit, we're a top 5 defense in this league. And we're fucking 2-4 right now.
Can't win
our offense
games.
is fucking bottom 5 in the league.
Yeah, their offense is so bad, dude.
It's embarrassing.
Do you want to talk a little European soccer? Have we missed any Champions League?
Honestly, I think we did. I'm pretty sure City played when I was in Arizona. I think they played Copenhagen. I think they drew 1-1. And like I said, I didn't have time to do a doc this week. Busy working and shit, grown up shit.
People know how it be, dude. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. Let's see. Dude, I have DuckDuckGo downloaded on my Safari on Mac.
That's what I use.
It's like a plugin on my Safari. It's not its own app on Mac.
Oh, really? Do you have it on your phone, where you just open Safari and it's?
No. On my phone, I have it, but it's its own app.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I have
Mac,
Safari. When I click into Safari, it opens DuckDuckGo, but it's not a different app outside of Safari.
Yeah. See, on my phone, it's its own thing, but on my Mac, it's just a plugin that's added to Safari.
Yeah.
But it changes your search results.
Yeah. You ever search for a restaurant or something, or just fast food near me, and then it's just bringing up fast food in Wisconsin?
Yeah, I like the way that Safari does it. It's so easy to find scores, and they bring up the most recent scores and stuff like that. Right? If I were on Safari Like last night, got bets in on the Sixers game. I just type in Sixers. It brings me the score. I click into it. I can see all the stats. It's so easy.
Yeah.
But with DuckDuckGo, it doesn't give you that. It gives you just like only websites. So you have to like go find a website.
Sixers
and then,
news and articles and shit like that.
Yeah, it would bring me to like NBA.com, ESPN.com. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I just went to go search these fucking Champions League games. And it was like I had to click into ESPN. I think we got games tomorrow. Is that right?
No, tomorrow's Thursday.
Oh, it's next week, the 25th. They got games. Oh, last Tuesday. Oh no, that's this week. All right, last Tuesday, City drew 0-0. Juve lost 2-0 to Maccabi Haifa.
Dude, are they going to get out of the group?
No.
That's wild.
Chelsea won. They beat AC Milan 2-0. Dortmund and Sevilla drew 1-1. That's good because they're in City's group. So since City also drew, I'm glad they drew. Leipzig won 2-0. They beat Celtic. Salzburg drew Dynamo Zagreb 1-1. PSG and Benfica drew 1-1. And Real Madrid and Shakhtar drew 1-1. And then on Wednesday, Atletico and Club Brugge drew 0-0. Napoli beat Ajax 4-2. Barca and Inter drew 3-3. Porto beat Bayer Leverkusen 3-0. Liverpool shitted on Rangers 7-1. Marseille beat Sporting CP 2-0. Tottenham beat Frankfurt 3-2. And Bayern beat Victoria Pleasant 4-2. Gave up 4 to Pleasant. Bums.
I don't even know where that team's from.
Nah. Nah, I don't. Where are the tables here, brother? Tables. Champions League tables. Let's see. Napoli and Liverpool are at the top. They're gonna win their group because then it's Ajax and Rangers, and they're both bad.
Yeah.
Dude, Club Brugge are at the top of their group, and then FC Porto, and then Atletico Madrid.
Wow. Dude, yeah. Club Brugge is not a joke, dude. We played them.
No.
Real Madrid has played them a few times in the Champions League group stage, and they always put up a solid fight.
Dude, 3 wins, 1 draw, no losses in 4 games.
Yeah.
They have no goals against. 7 goals for, no goals against.
They haven't given up a goal?
No.
Damn, dude.
They are the only team. Man City only have 1 against. A couple teams have 2, but they're the only team that has no goals against.
Wow.
Group C, it's Bayern Munich, Inter, and then Barca, and then Pleasant. So
Pleasant.
Bayern have 12, Inter have 7, and Barca have 4. So Barca are 3 points back with 2 to go.
It's getting tight.
Yeah. Group D, Tottenham at the top, and then Marseille and Sporting are 2 and 3, both with 6 points, and then Frankfurt with 4 points at the bottom. But Tottenham only has 7 points, so with 2 games to go, you get a lot of movement in that group.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. I thought Tottenham were going to run away with it.
Right. 7 points with 2 games to go is like nothing, dude.
Yeah, and they just drew Frankfurt in the first game of the second time around, so they have Marseille and Sporting CP left, who are the 2 and 3 in their group.
Right.
And then in Group E, Chelsea have 7, Salzburg have 6, and then AC Milan and Dynamo Zagreb both have 4. That's another one you can get a lot of movement in. And right now we got Salzburg moving on and not AC Milan. That's dope. I like Salzburg because Aronson was there.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Only reason. They're nice, dude. They win their league like every year.
Yeah.
In Group F, we got Real Madrid up top with 10 points. Leipzig have 6. Shakhtar Donetsk have 5, and then Celtic have only 1. So really, it's between Leipzig and Shakhtar, but Real should be good.
Yeah, its group was a cakewalk.
Group G is pretty much over. City have 10 points, and Dortmund have 7. Sevilla and Copenhagen both have 2. Group H is pretty much over. PSG and Benfica both have 8, and then Juve and Maccabi Haifa have 3.
Yeah.
So right now, Juve are sitting in a Europa League spot, but they have the same amount of points as fucking Haifa.
I mean, dude, they were a European giant like 4 years ago. It's crazy to see how like far they've fallen.
Yeah, And now they're bad, dude. They can't get out of the fucking. Well, I mean, Benfica are pretty good. Like,
yeah, but they're a team that Juve should like easily handle.
Should easily handle
85%.
And you shouldn't
of the time.
be fucking dropping points, let alone losing to Maccabi Haifa.
That sounds like a German beer. No, you're not. No.
Where the fuck are they from? The Israeli Premier League.
Oh my god. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Nah, I didn't know they had teams in Israel. Where's this fucking Pleasant team from? It doesn't even say what league they play in. And the only games on their schedule are Champions League games, dude. I don't think this team's in a league.
They're just built for the Champions League. Dude, like, how many times do you think people actually check in on like these random teams in the Champions League too? You know what I mean? Like people, you and I obviously do because we have a podcast and we like deep dive into Champions League. But like if I'm just like a neutral like Liverpool fan and I only watch like Liverpool, like I'm not gonna check the leagues of like the Israeli Premier League to see how like however you say this
Haifa.
Yeah. Came up.
Like, dude, I'm looking at this fucking Victoria Pleasant team. Their last games: Champions League, Champions League, Champions League, Champions League, Champions League, Champions League qualifying, Champions League qualifying, qualifying.
Maybe their season
Club
is
friendly.
just like different.
Europa League qualifying, Europa League qualifying, Europa League, Europa. All these like.
No league matches or anything.
It's just Champions League and Europa League qualifying games. And that's it. They don't have a league.
That's kind of cool. Imagine that. Yeah, I play Champions League football, but I'm not in a domestic league. Strictly Champions League.
I gotta find out where the fuck this team is from.
All right, I'm gonna take a leak real quick.
Oh, I found them.
Where?
They are from Czech Republic.
Oh, well, that's why we don't know who they are.
No. Wait. I don't know. Is Czech Republic and Czechoslovakia the same thing?
No, I don't think so.
It just says they're a Czech professional football club based in Plzeň.
Yeah, that sounds like a cover-up.
They play in the Czech First League, the top division of football in the country.
Yeah, sure they do.
That's what Wiki says. I know Wiki's not very reliable, but that's what they say.
Hey, Wiki is either the most reliable or not reliable at all. There's no in between.
Yeah. Oh, the president is Adolf. Adolf Sadek.
Adolf Smittler?
That's what it sounds like. Pavel Horvath was voted as Victoria's best player of all time.
I don't know Pavel Datsuk. Is Pavel Datsuk from Czech? Where's he from?
Maybe. Their whole team it's mostly Czech players. Then you got one from Benin, two from Slovak, one from Colombia, one from Nigeria, and one from Senegal.
Ah, Senegal. I know that place.
Oh, I lied. They have three from Slovak.
Slovak. That sounds like an interesting place.
They got a bunch of dudes out on loan. Their players that are out on loan are also all from the Czech, except for two from Slovak and one from Brazil.
Oh, this place is like local.
Yeah.
You grow up here and you play for their local team. That's cool though. They're in Champions League. Fuck.
Yeah, not too bad. The dude with the most clean sheets in their history is a Slovak.
Is that even how you say like people from Slovak? He's just a Slovak.
He's probably Slovakian.
Slovakian. Ah, that makes sense.
He is a Slovak. Out of their top goal scorers, 9 out of 10 of them are from Czech.
Represent.
But here's the thing: their number 10 is one behind number 9, but the number 10 is a current player, and number 9 is not. So he may be getting bumped down.
Ooh, he's gonna take that single-digit spot, dude.
He is. He needs
know
it.
it's on his mind. We're just know the Random Roommates podcast is rooting for you, bud. He hears this and writes us a letter.
Hey guys, I just want to say I really appreciate the support and the shout out on the pod.
Big fan.
No problem, bro.
That's why we get 2 listens from Czechoslovakia every week. It's like, yeah, show my mom.
You think that's what he sounds like?
I don't know why that accent came to mind. It's just like the first thing I thought of. Czechoslovakia. Yeah, I showed my mom.
Phillies are losing tonight.
What's the score?
I just looked at the TV for the first time in a while. It is now 4-7.
Oh.
Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Still the bottom of the 5th. So since Aaron Nola got taken out, we've given up 3 runs and 2 runners have been led on, and we've got 0 outs.
That felt like it was 30 minutes ago.
We got some bum named Bellado on the mound.
At least it's not gelato.
I wish it was, dude. Put something tasty up there, not this bum.
Some zesty gelato.
Yeah, give me something nice. At least I gotta get a little delicious.
Delicioso.
Now I'm just upsetness.
You're upsetioso.
Yeah, big sad.
It's Parmesan. Oh yeah, Rick and Morty on a 6-week break. That's bullshit.
I didn't even know. I got to get caught up. Maybe tonight because I don't want to watch the Phillies anymore.
Yeah, they're on some bullshit with their 6-week break, but like I get it. At least it gives us something to look forward to for a little bit longer.
So what do they do? 5 episodes?
Yeah, I think they do 5 and 5. Which they do. They usually do like a little break.
Streaming now?
HBO Max has them. Oh, dude, Sling TV has it.
Oh,
That's
really?
how you can watch it live there. Yeah.
But can I watch it now there?
Yeah. I think they add the new episode like onto Sling like once it airs. I'm not sure though.
Either that or just HBO walk the Max batter to load the bases.
Oh no, gelato. That's what you get for not being ice cream, you asshole.
Yeah. Ooh, some graham cracker crunch cream ice. I wish I had some of that here.
Ooh, that cream ice was so good, dude.
So good.
It was like a smoothness that I've never had before. It was weird.
Yeah, I felt like immediately bad after trying it because I was like, cream ice, like what? It's called fucking ice cream. And she's like, no, it's not ice cream. And I'm like, well, what is it? She's like, cream ice. And I'm like, do you hear yourself right now? I need you to hear yourself. And then I tried it, and I was like, oh, this is like a way different texture and consistency.
Yeah. Who would have thought, dude? Switching 2 words around would make that much of a difference. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. What if it was like the same exact process? I just called it cream ice, and it came out completely different. That's literally all we did. We just changed the name. That's all. We just switched the words. We wanted to be a little different. It's all in your head. It's actually not a different consistency.
Your head. You see me eating cream ice.
Oh, that cream ice.
I just did myself dirty.
Why?
Because now I want some fucking cream ice, but I don't want to go to Staten Island.
Yeah, that's a hike for some cream ice.
Sure is. And it's chilly out here.
You just bonked your mic. You just gave a head bonk to your mic like you agreed with it. Yep. You said from Finding Nemo? Finn. Noggin.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
You just did that with your mic.
Oh, dude, when we were at the Grand Canyon, we took this tour, and our tour guide was this German dude. Vanna was his name.
Vanna. Timo?
Yeah. He was cool. Definitely a smoker. I could hear it in his voice. I said to Lex, was like, he's got a little tickle from the weed. I know that tickle. He just like couldn't ever clear his throat, and I was like, I know what that is. That's that one dry spot in the middle of your throat that you can't get.
Yep.
And so he's talking, and he's like, so like the way that I remember what happens here, like to the Grand Canyon, what happened here, I say, dude. And then he kept saying it like that, and I was like, this guy is fucking hilarious.
Dude, like not D-U-D-E, D-O-O-D.
Yeah, it was D-U-D-E. It was like an acronym. They all stood for something, and I forget it already.
That's funny.
And Lex didn't notice this, and I'm upset with her because it would like stuck out so much to me. Every time he said "but," like, because he would like, he talked the entire time. He was driving us in this truck. We were all sitting in the back, and
Right.
he's talking the whole time. And he would like, change thoughts or just have to like pause and thoughts of who to use but. And he would always go, but it was like really long and drawn out. He'd be like, but. and then he would go on to saying whatever he was saying. He was funny. He had so many pictures that he's like taken, like printed pictures that he's had like from over the years. You could tell they're worn from getting passed around. And he's like, and I would like to show you a picture.
I've got it printed.
Yeah, he was cool.
I printed pictures. That's awesome. I love those types of people that are like kind of not like stuck in their time, but like, it feels like they just were like pulled from like the early 90s and like stuck in the 2020s. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of have like the personality of like vintage.
Dude, he said he came to Arizona and the Grand Canyon on a vacation. He was like, okay, I'm moving here. And then he moved here and now he's a tour guide.
What?
Yeah.
What a story, dude. Imagine that. That's so like just like different.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is pretty dope. I'm gonna move here. That's like low with Australia, but then she ended up popping all over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, Arizona was so fucking beautiful.
Dude, I was like living vicariously through you guys' like pictures and stuff. That golf course you played looked incredible.
Immaculate. I had to rent clubs though. Dude, it was fucking bread. So the tee time was $70, which is fine. But club rentals for 18 was like
200?
45.
Oh, what the fuck? That's not bad.
And then I had to pay $20 for Lex to ride along. I probably didn't have to. I probably should have just hopped on. It would have been fine because we didn't play with anybody. You know what I mean? But I was like worried that it might be packed, and then like I'd have to share a cart with a random. So it's like I want to make sure that I'm gonna be able to like have Lex ride along with me.
Right.
So it was $20 for that. So altogether it was $135 for a round of golf by myself, and I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, solo round. That's a lot. But dude, the fucking like some of the clubs in Myrtle, like if you want to rent clubs, like if you're playing at like Grand Dunes or something and you want to rent clubs, it's like $200 for one round. And
that's
then
wild.
on top of that, it's like $130 just to play the round. It's fucking stupid.
The clubs were like they were fine. I had like some tailor-made sims, but nothing lower than an approach wedge.
Really?
Yeah, no degrees.
That's weird.
No sand wedge.
You'd think they'd have like a full bag that you can just take.
Yeah, but they had all these fucking woods that I didn't even touch. Yeah,
that's so annoying, dude. I have one wood. I have two, but I literally take one out like twice every 18. Like I never use it. So like having what's the difference between fucking hitting this ball 200 yards or 210 yards with the same club? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have 3 woods and a hybrid.
I want to get some hybrids just so I don't have to swing my iron so fucking hard. But
I have 2 3-woods. They have different degree lofts. One's 15, one's 18. I have a 5-wood and I have a 3. No, I have a 4 hybrid or maybe a 3 hybrid.
How does like hitting your hybrid feel compared to your woods? Is it
I hate
kind of the same as hitting your woods, or is it more of
like
an iron feel?
Bought my hybrid because I got a gift card to to Callaway through work. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get myself a hybrid. And terrible fucking decision, dude. I swing it so bad, dude. I haven't made good contact with that thing once, other than at a driving range.
Yeah, of course, it's always at the range too.
Yeah, and then I get on the course and I'm like, what do I do?
I don't know
here?
how to do. Yeah,
woods are hard to hit. Woods and hybrids are hard to hit.
They are, and
I think
dude, my wood was in my bag for the longest time. It really is. You just gotta like once I started like swinging my wood again, I was like, I just need to like get out of my head about me being bad with this club and just swing a golf club like I would. And dude, it kind of helped a little bit, but
I used to be so nice with the woods too. That's the thing, and now I'm not. I was talking to Lex. I was like, this year, my drive has gotten worse. It's gotten like bad. I hate my drive, and my irons have not gotten better. So I'm just net worse than I ever was.
Net and skills down.
Yeah. It's bad scenes, dude. I can't get my driver up at all.
Really?
At all. Yeah, dude. All my drives are so low, and it fucks me over because like I'll hit like short line drives and then they'll fucking hit the ground. My drive will go fucking 60 yards. And then I'm like, all right, so I'm going to hit my iron probably out of the rough and I'm going to hit it well. and now I'm where I should have been after my drive.
After my drive, yeah.
And then I have a good hole, but I bogey or I double bogey because I put myself behind the 8 ball because of my shit drive.
Right. Yeah.
I'm really just bad out of the tee box because even when it's shorter and I'm using irons, like my irons fall apart.
So it's definitely got to be a psyche thing, dude. If you're just standing, like knowing that you're standing up on a tee box, taking like your first shot of the hole. So you probably just got to like go up there, not even think about it, don't even practice, and just swing at the ball like a few times.
Yeah, crank that Soldier Boy.
Crank that Soldier Boy for like 3 holes on a random like day you play, and just don't even have like a routine. Just go up there and try and hit the ball, and just be like, all right, I'm gonna hit this ball like towards the fairway, and just see what happens. Because then you can go back and see like, okay, like I'm getting the ball back up off the ground. Now, what can I fix mechanically to keep the ball straight and go far?
Yeah, I should probably get a trainer this winter.
I just need to play more golf, dude. I haven't played in probably a month.
I just want somebody to like look at my swing and be like, oh, I'm a professional golf person. I know what a good swing looks like, and here are some things that I see you doing wrong.
Dude, just get like to fix them. Get a set of like 3 lessons. Just that's a pretty. I mean, because after that, like they can't tell you anything more that's gonna help you. You know what I mean? Like they see your swing, they're telling you like what you need to do to fix your swing, and that's that. Yeah, I might do it at that 5-iron golf place where I was looking at getting a membership to, but it's fucking bread. I found out. Yeah.
I might do it there because they open early, so I can go there and like do that before work as like a training thing. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like almost like a gym session before work.
That would be fun too. It's probably way more fun than just lifting weights.
Yeah, it is. Back in the gym this week for the first time, and Bryce just hit a leadoff double, top 6. So fucking love that. Let's get it.
Game's not over, dude. Game's not over.
But it kind of is. But we'll see. And so I'm just getting back to the gym, dude, and I'm so weak. I did leg day on Monday, dude, and my legs are hating me right now.
Gotta drink that water, baby. That helps me when I get like cramps in my hamstrings or just like my legs in general from like exercise, dude. Like if I'm not drinking like more water than I usually do, which you already know is not a lot to begin with, but like, oh, dude, hamstring cramps, especially when you're sleeping and you like roll over and like your leg cramps up, that's the fucking worst.
It's not even cramps, it's just like soreness. So fucking sore, dude. Like it hurts to stand up, it hurts to sit down, it hurts to put weight on my butt cheeks because my butts are so sore. Dude, so I'm at the gym Monday. I didn't go in the morning because Birds game Sunday night, so I went after work. And I get finished up, and there's like these little benches in there. So I like squat down in front of the bench to mix up my protein into my shaker. And I let out like an oh fuck. And there's this old dude in there with his fucking cock out, and he's like, "Oh, what are you cramping up?" I was like, "Nah, just coming off a broken ankle. This is my first time lifting in a while, so my legs are fucking dead." And he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I feel you." He was like, "I actually just came off a broken ankle too." He was like, "Fell off a ladder, broke my ankle, fell back onto the ladder, and broke my ass cheek."
Oh man, dude, what kind of fall? I want to see this fall. What the fuck?
I was like, damn, brother, that's tough scenes. I'm gonna get out of here. You put your little dick away.
Please, for the love of God, dude, just put a towel on or something.
Yeah.
Nobody trying to see that.
When I went to the gym today, I walked in the sauna, and I was like, holy fuck, it is hot in here. My phone instantly fogged up. I looked at the fucking thermometer. It was pushing 170. I was like, hell fucking yeah, dude.
Just instant, dude. I love when I like walk into like a shower that I like ran like a minute or two before. Because I usually like walk into the bathroom, turn the shower on, take a shit, and then get in the shower. And it's the best when it's like already steamy and just like super hot. Especially
I don't like when it's my like cold outside. Too hot.
I know, you're fucking pathetic for it, dude.
I'm just not a fan of the hotness. I like cold showers sometimes.
Cold showers are nice in the morning if you need to like wake up.
Mm-hmm. Cold showers are good for your body.
Yeah.
They're good for your immune system. They're really good for like blood circulation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fuck with a cold shower.
Every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not on the Reggie. Maybe
not on the Reggie Miller.
Nah. People have like ice baths in their yard. Get one of those one day.
Yeah, I've taken an ice bath before. It's like obviously sucks when you first get in, but like you feel really good afterwards.
Yeah. One day I want to be fucking, I just want to have stupid shit, bro. I want to have a dope gym. I want to have a sauna, like a personal sauna in my backyard, and I want to have an ice bath. So I can just fucking work out, sauna, ice bath, and go back and forth and just fuck my body up, dude.
Yep.
It's
Why
like
not?
that kind of like crazy like shock therapy is like
It
going
works.
from like extreme
It really
heat to
works,
extreme
dude.
cold. It's so good for your body, and it helps you. First of all, it like really helps prevent you like getting cancer. But if you do get cancer, it like really helps you get through chemo because your body is so used to like these extremes that like
Right.
you're less of your like chemo kills a lot of the cancer cells, but it kills so many good cells, which is why it's so like harmful. But if your cell body, like the cells in your body are already used to being fucked up all the time, like they're resilient and like it's going to take more to kill them. So like chemo won't be like as harmful. It's still going to fuck you up, but
I never thought about it like that, dude. That actually makes a lot of sense.
yeah, that's a big thing in like intermittent fasting is like like while you're fasting, you're like some of your like only the like your strong cells will survive, and it kind of kills off some of the weak cells.
Right.
So then like if you were to have cancer treatments, like your the cells that are in your body, you'd be more resilient and it wouldn't be as harmful.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
I might just be talking shit.
It's smart shit. I mean, it makes sense in
I
my
think
head.
it's facts. I think it's facts, but I can't confirm that it's facts.
Well, you got anything else you want to spit at me?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, let's go Phils. Let's go Yanks.
Let's go Birds.
Let's go Birds, obviously. I mean, not this week. We don't want to lose to the bye week, but
Yeah, it'd be tough.
yeah, I guess we'll be back next week with more random roommates, dude. It's been a pleasure. We got a lot.
Actually,
I feel like we got out
there's
a lot
one last thing I want to talk about.
Okay, hit me.
I just want to talk about how great it was at the fucking Cardinals-Eagles game.
Oh yeah, dude.
Woke up bright and early because the time change, right? It was our first day with the time change. So
Right.
me and Lex were like awake and like wired by like 5:15 because that's 8:15 Eastern. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I'm usually waking up at like 7 a.m. early, right? Like 8 in the morning. Like, that's nothing.
I slept
in. And like when we landed, we like just went to the hotel. We landed at like 7:30. It was kind of late.
Yeah.
So we just like went back to the hotel, like finished watching the Phils game and some of the Mets game. And then we're like, all right, like let's go hit a dispensary and then let's go get dinner. So she's taking a shower. I'm on that Weed Maps app looking at dispensaries, and I see this one that's really close nearby, and it's like, if you get a membership, 40% off your first order. Your second order is like $25 off for every $75 you spend. And your third order is like buy one, get one free, equal or lesser value. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, I don't really want to have to stop again. Don't know where I'm going to have to stop. So we go to the dispenser. I just snagged 6 pre-rolls. I hated the entire experience. I thought that I didn't like the dispensaries in Arizona because you couldn't like see any of this stuff, right? Like
that's how they were in Colorado and Denver, dude.
Like they had, so like you walked in, right? You show your ID, and then on the left side, it's like the entire wall is covered in shit. But then it's like a counter and like all this fucking plastic shit up because of like COVID. Like they didn't need to, they just still had it up from COVID. And then like a line, people are waiting to go up to like a different like person to help you. And like I couldn't look at anything ahead of time. Like the girl that was like, our cashier person, she kind of sucked. Like I really didn't like it at all.
Dude, that's the exact experience I had in Denver.
Really?
The only time I've been in a dispensary, it was the exact way you just described it. The way the counter and the wall and the security guard like to the right, and then you just turn left and everything's right there.
You gotta go to LA, dude, because in LA, like, you gotta show your ID. They have like a bouncer. You show your ID when you get in, pretty much. But then they have like it's literally. Well, the MedMen is like called the Apple Store of dispensaries, but it literally is, dude. They have like, how you walk into Apple and it's like all their devices are on their tables and they're like attached to the table. That's literally what MedMen was. They have like these little plastic like canisters that probably have like an eighth each in them, but they're like secured to the table on a cord, and you can like pick it up, like look at the nugs, obviously, like you can like twist it open to like smell it and shit like that. And then they had an iPad. And one iPad went with 4 strains of weed, and you could click into any of them and get like all this information about them. And then along the walls is all pre-rolls, edibles. They got fucking THC drinks in the fucking soda machines. Like, it was literally just like regular shopping.
That sounds like way better than my experience, dude.
Yeah, dude. And like, I went into ones that weren't MedMen, and it's just like so much better because like I was just like looking through edibles because like I didn't really know what I wanted. I was just like, my first time in LA, like I'm gonna get some edibles and send that shit home. You know what I mean? So I was like, but I was just able to just like look through at all their shit by my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That sounds way better.
So anyway, so we go to the dispensary. We get I get 6 pre-rolls. I'm like, all right, let's just keep it moving. We go to pick up salads. They got this place called Salad and Go. The starting price of a salad is $6.50, and it's a fat salad. You get like 1 like protein. You get like 4 like generic toppings, 2 premium toppings, and then you can put other toppings on for small upcharges. So I ended up getting like extra mozz cheese and like something else extra, and I paid $8.50, and it was one of the best salads I've ever had in my entire life, dude. And it was so cheap. Yeah. It's like a
Chipotle for salad.
Yeah, but it's like a walk-up window only. Like if you go there, it's like, you know how like ice cream stands or ice cream shops are like walk-up window only. You don't like go inside. That's how it was. Well, but we ordered online, so Lex just like walked up and snagged it from the window. But they also have a drive-through.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, dude, it was delicious and so fucking cheap. Lex, she actually saw this TikTok that was it was like this girl talking about how she hates living in Arizona, but she gets $1 banging cold brew from Salad and Go. And I was like, yeah, dude, the place slaps.
Dude, and especially like the prices too. I feel like that's pretty cheap for like you go to like Food Line and get like a prepackaged salad and still like it's way smaller and it's still like $6.
Exactly. But so anyway, that was our first night. It was pretty chill. We just fucking smoked a joint, ate our salads, went to bed pretty much. Wake up early. Literally out of our window is sunrise, and you could see the mountains in the background. And I was like, this is beautiful. And then we just were like chilling. There was the fans of Philly were down there. They had $100 ticket for their tailgate, and it was like they had 2 buffets, like a breakfast buffet, and then like a half hour later, like a new different like lunch buffet came out, a full open bar. So I was like, I saw that beforehand, but I didn't buy tickets. So I was going to buy tickets Sunday morning because like we woke up so early. So like, fuck it, let me see. And it said they were sold out. So we're like, all right, we'll just get down there like whenever. We'll go to some bars near the stadium. No big deal. So I find like a couple random bars, and dude, Lex and I showed up. Game was at 1. Maybe it was 1:30. Lex and I showed up, and at like 10:30. Dude, this place was fucking swarmed with Birds fans.
Wow.
It was. So there was like the one bar. It was a bar where fans of Philly were at. It wasn't like a tailgate. It was just they were just at a bar, and you could get in for $100. They were doing $100 covers, but I was like, I don't really want to pay $200. We're really not going to drink that much. Like in 2 hours, it's not gonna be worth it. If we were here for the whole 4 hours, it would be. We'd get breakfast and then a second fucking helping of whatever we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there was like this huge courtyard. On the other side of the courtyard, there were like maybe like 4 other bars or 5 other bars, and all of them slammed with Birds fans. One of them was completely closed off. They had no more tickets, and the other ones were just like random bars with like no like event going on, but filled with Birds fans. So we just hopped into one and like sat at the bar. Literally had like 4 or 5 Miller Lights, and they were like, "Yeah, sorry, we're all out of Miller now." I was like, "Oh, fucking assholes!"
You drank them dry.
But we sat down next to these 2 old heads Cardinals fans, and they were like best friends that like moved to Arizona together. They're like, yeah, we do Christmas in our fucking shorts and fucking polos together, like with our wives. Like we come to the Cardinals games. We're just out here living, and I'm like, you guys are not too shabby.
Yeah.
And then we go up to the stadium, and we get to our seats, and then me and Lex had aisle seats, and the 3 guys next to us were probably like 2 to 3 years younger than us, but they were cool. Everyone was so nice, and then it was a great game.
Not in Philly anymore.
It was a fucking home game, dude. Half the fans in there were Eagles fans. 3rd and 4th down with the Birds on defense. That place was fucking loud, bro. I was like, this is cool. Great. The stadium was cool. I was yammered. I don't remember as much as I wish I did.
Yeah.
Lex got us like a pulled pork and a pulled chicken sandwich. Oh, them jaws are nice when you're hammered.
I mean, dude, yeah, most things are, but pulled pork sandwich, can't go wrong with those, dude.
Yeah. And the beer guy let her fucking keep the lids on her beer so she could carry everything back.
fucking
it was all
awesome
for me. She
guy.
got 2 beers for me, and she also got food. And she was like, "Can I keep the lids for these? Because like, look at my fucking hands; they're already full." And he was like, "I'm not supposed to, but yeah."
What a dude! Shout out Cardinals fans treating us right. I wasn't there, but I feel the love.
It was great. There was I saw Barstool Philly, like somebody took a picture of a girl that was texting and sent it to Barstool Philly, and they posted it, and it was a Cardinals fan. The game was like, somebody tell all these fucking Eagles fans to shut the fuck up. It's not even a home game. Blah blah blah. Like just like mad at how loud we were. And I was like, I love it. Dude.
I love that.
Fucking
dude.
love it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
And then Birds get a big dub.
Birds fans travel well, dude.
So well, dude. I love it. Best traveling fan base in the country out of all 4 sports is the Eagles.
Don't come on.
Yep.
Come on.
And I'll put that up there with anybody.
Bro, how can you compete with that, dude? It's
because
not
the Yankee fans don't travel, dude. They hang out in New York in their fucking little ghettos and they don't leave.
Dude, I'm not even saying this.
Half of the fucking Yankees fans have never been out of New York. You might think that they travel well, but that's because you have fans around the entire world. Or like
that's not true.
Traveling.
That's not true at all, dude.
How many away games have you been to?
None, but also I'm watching them on TV, dude. Every time we go,
that doesn't matter. We're talking about traveling, going to the game, at an away game.
Okay, I personally don't, but that's because I can't afford to. That's not, you know what I mean? There's so many Yankees fans planted across the country. Every away game we play, and it feels like a home game, dude.
Planted across the country, not traveling 2 games. Planted across the country. It's way different if you're already there.
Oh,
obviously,
you're saying,
if there was a Myrtle Beach
Philly
team,
fans, you're saying Philly fans that live in Philly traveling to Eagles games.
Yeah, packing out fucking full planes of fans taking over the fucking intercom on the plane with fucking Fly Eagles Fly chants and literally planes full of Eagles fans going and taking over stadiums. Not being there. Like if the Yankees came to play the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, you'd fucking be there because you lived there or you did.
Well, yeah, but dude, I'm saying that's not what it means by like Yankees fans travel well. It's just Yankees fans showing up to support their team no matter where they're at. Like traveling well, obviously, like any football team is going to have a better traveling fan base because there's 17 games in a season. I was talking like Yankees fans show out at like when we play like the Rockies or the Rays or like any team. Even dude, the fucking Guardians series we just played in Cleveland was rocking for the Yankees. Like that's just how the Yankees, they just have so many fans. But if you're talking like New York City people that live in the boroughs traveling to, yeah, obviously, because there's a fucking 1,000 games a year.
That's true. They don't have to travel.
Yeah. But I do agree with you. Like,
dude, Detroit,
the Birds fans that travel like from Philly, dude, they're very close knit, and you can always tell.
We played Detroit week 1 this year. It's the first time Detroit has sold out a game in so fucking long.
It was a home game for us, dude.
It was. Most of them are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's dope. You love to see it, especially when you do get to watch it on TV and you can like hear it, like the crowd.
Yeah. Dude, yesterday when I was watching the Phillies game, we were up and Bryce was up to bat and the place was silent. And all I could hear is one lone fan. MVP! MVP! I'm like, this guy's a fucking legend. You know he's hammered, and every single person around him is like, yo, this Phillies fan, shut the fuck up, dude. And I'm just like, hell yes. This is what I'm living for, bro.
That's what you need, though, dude. Teams need those types of fans. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter where he's at or where they're at or what they're doing. It's like, he's gonna fucking root for his team, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. But yeah, I just wanted to oh man, not a home run. I thought we were about to give another solo shot.
Is this still 7-4?
Yeah, we're on defense, bottom of the 6th now, so that Bryce Harper leadoff double turned into diddly squat.
Diddly squat.
But we'll get out of here. It's been about 2 hours. I think that's long enough.
Yeah, I think we got our.
We'll come back at you next week with a good one.
We'll have a doc next episode so that
yeah.
There'll be a little bit more structured than there usually is, or there was tonight, but we're not structured people when it comes to podcasting. We kind of just let it rip.
We diddy-bopped around, dude. We hit on all the shit we wanted to hit. Like, maybe not as in-depth. Like, usually I got notes for, like, all the football games and shit like that. We really only talked about the Birds.
Right.
But
that's all that matters, though. We're the only undefeated team.
That is, dude. Only undefeated team. And I'm looking at our upcoming schedule. I'm gonna pull it up really quick.
It's a soft schedule. It's a very soft schedule.
We should never lose another game.
I know, dude. I think our hardest opponent in the next 5 weeks is the Packers, where it's you know what I mean. We should beat the Packers pretty easily right now.
What do we have? So we have the bye week, and then it's the Steelers, who are booty cheeks with Kenny Pickett.
Yep.
The Texans, who are not a good team. The Commanders, who are not a good team.
Not a good team.
The Colts.
Not a good team.
The thing is, the Colts are on paper they're a good team. They're just not a good team, not winning games. The Packers, who are not the Packers of the past. The Titans, who I think are same with the Colts, should be good.
Should be better. Yeah.
The Giants, who are sneaky good. The Bears, who are bad. The Cowboys, that game's in December, they'll be good by then. The Saints, who knows, and then the Giants again. Well, realistically, we might not lose until December.
Dude, if I'm being honest, I don't think we should lose at all unless injuries fuck us. But
yeah, that's true.
All, I think the Giants are good. They're not they haven't. Who have they beat? That's been a huge upset. You know what I mean?
Nobody.
The Packers
they beat
have
the
been
Packers,
their best win,
and the Packers
and they lost to the Jets.
Good.
The Packers lost to the Jets, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Who have the Giants beat? They beat the Ravens this week. That's a good win.
That is a good win. The Ravens also haven't been the team that they're supposed to be.
But they're still solid. Their defense is suspect, but their offense is still good.
Yeah.
They beat the Packers. They beat the Bears, who are ass. Lost to the Cowboys. Beat the Panthers, who are horrendous, and they beat the Titans week 1.
Yeah. So
bunch of nobodies.
We should beat them. I think pretty not easily maybe, but I think it should be a win.
Honestly, the Cowboys are not terrible. They got shitted on by the Bucs week 1, but then they beat the Bengals, even though they've been suspect. Beat the Giants, beat the Commanders, beat the Rams, who have been suspect, and then lost to us. But they're not terrible. They've
been winning the games they're supposed to win.
Yeah. But here's the thing, dude. The Eagles, I think, need to win all the fucking games. The Giants only have 1 loss. It's not like we're fucking... The season's over.
The Cowboys are right there,
The Cowboys
too.
only have 2. It's not like the season's over and we were running away with the division and we're a lock for the playoffs.
Right.
We could very easily not make the playoffs.
Right. Because the NFC beast.
Yeah. So, got to keep that pedal on the fucking floor and, got to keep racking up dubs. After this week, obviously.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting, dude. I'm excited.
All right, filthy animals. Have a great weekend.
We'll smooch you. We'll smooch you now. We'll smooch you when we get back.
And we'll smooch you when we see you next.
I smooch farted.